Hello, hello, hello. All right, already. Let me drop the link so my partners can come up here. Come up here, Stan, real fast, so I can tell you what I'm saying. You know, I don't be doing that. I don't know. I don't know you like that. I want all mine to be organic. I just be chilling. We just be chilling over here, man. We ain't be doing all that. If I gotta get it that way, I don't want it. Stan,
My camera on. What the fuck is my camera?
it's just dark.
Yeah, I don't got my camera plugged in. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see. What's the settings at? Make sure the person connect camera.
What's up with it?
Well, what up, Ross?
Hold up, hold up. You're tired. I was waiting on this tie, and then Stamp, you got the flow.
It's still not showing. What the fuck? Oh, video settings. Right up there. Yeah, it's on camera. Probably gotta update the driver. Oh, just like Steve. Audio output.
I need to go make me some more coffee.
Oh, there we
Hold
go.
on, y'all. Give me about 2 minutes.
Put your background not supported. This feature part of the.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I'm in here, right?
Oh, I gotta update the
I say it
GPS.
say I'm a
What's
little big
happening?
country and a little bit
Oh,
of rock and
shoot.
roll.
What's up, Chef?
Shit.
What's up with it,
Sure that.
Songbird? I, I didn't know what to say because I had a real
What
close
the
friend,
fuck is this?
and
Yeah, this is funny.
I just want to say one love, Songbird. I can't imagine what you're going through. Never went through that before. Uh, God bless, and you got it. I can tell by your posts. I be liking them. Sometimes I don't say nothing. I don't be knowing if I be saying the wrong thing. I play too much, and I be trying to make people laugh at the wrong time. So sometimes I just chill.
So man,
But how you doing,
Make sure
Songbird?
my mic not up too high. I don't like my mic be up too high. But let's
charging
finish off where we
It's
left
kind of
off.
personal too, because like I knew to
Let's
do.
finish up
the
where we left
world.
off at.
So through
Yeah.
this through YouTube.
So Cliff, what I was really trying to break down to is basically the story of Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Is all right. Different cultures have their different way of telling the story.
Right.
So for us at this time period is
Who
Jesus
is us?
Christ.
Who is us?
Food
First of
stamps, food
all,
stamps.
who is us?
Like us, like our time period. That's what I mean by us. Like the time we live in now,
Uh huh.
Christians especially, would be Jesus Christ. But going back to like maybe 2,000 years ago in Egypt, it would have been Horus. He has the same story to the T as Jesus Christ. But back then, they didn't. It was Horus. This predates Jesus himself. But he was born of the Virgin. Had the 12 disciples. he was so when was Jesus? I forgot what age Jesus Christ was baptized, but
So my thing is, okay,
No,
Horace got the same story as Jesus, right?
him and thousands of other quote unquote gods
but
from
that
different
So
ain't.
it
time
depends
periods.
on your
But
religion.
my bad,
I
time.
think it's just your religion
Nah,
or what you believe in. That's what give you different. What's the difference from Horus and Allah? Who's
You know, no. This the
the
thing about
the
Jesus
culture,
Christ.
the
who's the
culture,
difference? Well,
the
what's
The
the
the,
difference?
government,
the,
the
the culture and time
government,
period, the culture and time
food
period.
stamp. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you like this. The Bible do say, study thyself to show yourself approval. Study for yourself. Now, the Bible does not say anything about December 25th. It says during Passover. That's when he was born. You know what they was
Right.
doing during Passover? That was at the New Year. They was paying their taxes. When do you pay your
Right,
taxes?
right.
Well, you got to also remember back then the real beginning of the year is in April, not January.
Thank you. Okay, so now we clear.
But
So now
that's
we can
why.
move
But
up from. So
listen,
now we
listen.
can. So
That's
now we
why.
can move up.
But that's
So,
why
so
they
what
use.
we what
That's
we
why they
can
use that.
say
That's
is
why they
that
use that story.
at that point, we can move up from the winter solstice and sky watching and counting stars and the gods that they had. Because there was a lot of gods. Have you mentioned the god that was here that was half man, half fish? Merman, Dagon.
Mm,
He mentioned in the
mm,
Bible.
Oh yeah. So
mm.
so so then if you look up his story, what does his
Same
story say?
thing.
What does his story say about him? When was
Same
he
thing. He
born?
was born of a virgin.
See, who else? Who else was born of a virgin? Krishna. That's
There was a
Krishna.
lot of
Krishna.
people. There was a
Krishna is
lot
an
of
Indian
people.
god. Krishna is an Indian god, but she was born December 25th. The same attributes as
But
Jesus
these are
Christ.
all gods or attributes of that date. The
No, but
Bible
what?
specifically says that he wasn't born during a winter solstice. It wasn't cold.
But that's what they
They were
teach us.
traveling.
They teach us he was born the 25th. That's why we give our
No,
kids.
they
That's
were
why.
traveling.
That's why we give our kids and our grandkids gifts
They
on the
were
25th.
traveling, and it was the new year. He was born. That there was no room in the inn. You know why there was no room in the inn? Because everybody was going home to pay taxes. That's what you did back then. They didn't make it in time. He was born outside because there was no room in the inn. They already had hotels and motels back then. They telling you right there in the story.
They call them brothels.
I'm tired.
But that's just to conform to the time
That
period,
that
right?
ain't to conform to the time. That's what's broken in the Bible. It didn't
Okay,
say
but
nothing
again,
about. It
Rice,
didn't say
you
nothing
were you
about
were
no
we were just talking about we were
Okay.
just talking about Egypt a
Always
while
be
ago.
the camera.
We were just talking about Egyptians a while ago. So when I bring up an Egyptian fact about Horus, because it's a fact, it's documented, it's a fact about Egypt.
Where is Horace Bone?
Horus is an Egyptian fact. That's a fact.
Yes, and he was born. He was born December
I
twenty
agree with that.
fifth.
I agree with that.
He
I
was
agree with
born
that.
December
Okay.
25th. He had the 12 disciples. He performed
I
miracles.
don't
He
know.
performed miracles. Born of the Virgin. The same exact story as Jesus.
No,
And
well,
and
how
he's
come?
and he's
How,
before Jesus. He's before
okay,
Jesus.
Sure,
okay,
sure, sure.
He's
Way
way
before
before
Jesus.
Jesus.
Way
So
before
okay, but
so
he
Jesus.
was
so
born
That's a
December
fact. That's a
25th.
fact.
That's documented.
they
Jesus
all
was born
were. They
December
all were.
25th. That's what
They
I'm
all
telling you.
were.
There ain't
They all
nowhere in the
were.
Bible
They
Jesus
all
could have been
were.
born
They
December
No, no,
25th
no.
when
Oh
you
shit.
just said
Bryce,
that
they
you pay
all
your
were.
taxes at the beginning of the new year.
They had
No, no,
they
but Ty, this
they had
You
Indian.
just said it out your mouth. And
They
then you
all
said
yes.
the
They
new
all
year. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm going to tell you what else you said. You said the new year back then
yes,
was
I
in April.
came
So
out.
ain't nowhere in the world, Jesus, the one in the Bible, he wasn't born if the new year was in April back then.
well.
And they
That's
were
why
going home for the new
honestly
year to pay their taxes.
he
Ain't
was
nowhere
born.
in the world he was born
Rice,
December 25th.
he was born December 25th because
No,
that's when we
that's what the
celebrate
government
Christmas.
tells you. That's what you celebrate.
No, the government doesn't have nothing to do with the Bible. If
What
you
is the
talk about the
Passover?
Bible, this
Let
is
me
why
ask
we
you
kids
something.
give
What is the Passover
this
then?
is why we give kids
What is
gifts on
Easter?
December 25th because
What
it's
does
in the
Easter
Bible.
represent?
Yeah, see. Yeah, I
What is
can't.
the Passover? What does Easter represent that they call Easter? What does that represent?
That's the best you
when
can
he
do.
was
Don't
when he
worry
was
about it.
being
Don't worry about
crucified.
it. Yeah. So
Yeah, he got
just get us out of
crucified.
here.
He got crucified.
I
Yeah,
can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh, okay.
See,
he
this
was
is
he was
Okay.
crucified at
Horus
that
was
Okay, no
time.
problem.
crucified.
He was crucified.
I'll give
That's
you.
when he was put on the
I'll give
cross.
you.
Yeah, that's when he was put on the cross.
When did that happen to Horus?
let me see.
The same thing happened to Horus. Horus had a big battle with his brother Set, and this is why when we get our time period our is
No, just leave it
our
alone.
wait our came from Horus. The word hour came from Horus. Now he had a battle with his brother Set. His brother Set
You
killed
know,
him.
it's
This is why
bad.
this is where we get sunset from his brother Set. So he died. He
Wait a
wasn't
minute,
crucified. Wait,
Horus. I gotta look this Horus guy up. I
yes,
don't know
yes,
nothing about
yes.
this guy
There's a
Horus.
lot
Yeah,
of there's a lot of gods.
I
I
gotta
don't. I'm
agree
not gonna even
that
lie.
This
food stamps is saying some real shit, man.
this is
Yeah.
where we get the this
There's
is
a
where
Okay.
we
lot of
get our word
gods.
Hey,
He
hour.
might
Now
he might
listen,
be, but he doesn't
Horus
say they were born December 25th. Like,
listen,
come on.
listen. Horus died, and on the third day he rose again, just like Jesus Christ.
Sure,
Shoot, I gotta
sure.
look this guy Horus up. I
And
never
and
heard of him.
and 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 food stamps. I agree with you to a certain extent. And then there are plenty of people that have went through the same ritual. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But
Yes, sir.
listen. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
trying to say. I'm not trying to say
Thank
that
you, Ty.
Jesus Christ is not real. What I'm merely trying to point
It
out
all
that
comes from Africa.
yeah,
Yeah.
what I'm merely trying to say is it's the same story told at different time periods by different cultures.
Sure,
No,
sure.
it's not.
It's not to say that the story's a lie. It's the same
It's
exact
not
story, but
because
told different time
you can't
periods.
produce
That
me
makes
any
sense. That
documents.
makes sense. That makes sense.
There's no
That
documents.
makes sense.
There's
It does.
no Bible of Egypt
The
that
Bible
says
is not
Yes,
going to say
that
that,
this
but
is
it's
I understand.
right. It's
that this
not written in
happened.
the Bible, but it's written in the hieroglyphs on the
Mm-hmm.
pyramids. It's written in stone. The
You got to
story of
remember, and food stamps are saying some real shit. And let me say something too. You got to remember that this is why I said from the beginning, time periods are important.
facts,
These things were before the Bible.
facts.
There
And
was no
yo,
Bible. There was no
another
Bible at this time.
listen,
Oh,
another
thank
fun.
you, Ty.
Listen, this yo, Rice,
Even
another
more. That's
Rice.
what I
Peep this
say.
shit,
Even
Rice.
more.
Do
Because
you
that's
know,
Egyptian stuff.
yo, Rice? We
Before
talking about
before the Bible. Before the Bible. Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Look. I'm gonna bring it back to the Bible now.
But who did the
To the
Egyptians
Bible we
have?
study right now. Yo, Rice. In the Bible,
Who did the Egyptians? Because the Bible talk about it. Who
yeah,
did
but
the
listen,
Egyptians capture?
Smooth Sounds, what are you
listen.
reading? What are you reading that tell you about this Horus guy?
Um,
Why did we have
you
Moses?
just look up. Oh, don't let me get to Moses.
Why did we
Moses,
have?
wait.
Well, no,
Peep
Why
this.
was he
Peep
born
this.
and why?
You're Rice. Moses had what? 10 Commandments, right?
No, we not comparing. We
No,
talking
no,
about the
no.
story. You talking about the story, like
All
like,
right,
like
yeah.
Young Todd said. Wait a minute.
Let me tell you about the.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You said this predated the Bible because if Moses wrote the Bible, all this stuff before what Moses wrote. So
Okay,
why
now
did
let
we
me.
have
All right,
Moses?
No,
let me
man,
tell.
I just asked him what is he reading.
Let me bring you about the since you brought up Moses.
I need context.
I don't
I got
want
you
to
right now,
fun
but hold
facts.
on.
I want you
Horus.
to answer
Let
the
me answer his
question.
question about Moses. Moses gave us the 10 Commandments, right?
No,
Well, they gave him the 10 Commandments, and he gave it to us.
Who's
Now,
they?
this is
They didn't
this.
give him the kid. God gave him the commandment.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They gave him the 10
but
Commandments,
they
and
already
he
had
gave
They
it to
is
us.
commandments.
God.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
But
Horace
peep
was
this.
here.
Listen. Do you
Pause.
know? Do you know? Do you
Pause.
know?
What
Do
they
you?
need 10 commandments for, and Horace was already here.
Let me. I'm explaining. The there's more than 10 commandments. I hope you know that.
How do we put this on mute?
There's way more than. There's actually 13 commandments.
Okay.
Oh, there's way more, but yes,
What do we
there's
need them
There's
definitely way
for?
more than 10. There's way more
What
than
do we
10.
need
You're right.
them for? There's like 600. But what do we need
Right.
them for?
to balance
If,
to balance life.
no, what do we need Moses for to give us them if they already here?
Again, Rice, it's the same story, just told differently through different cultures and time period. I'm not saying that it's lies. I'm not
I'm
saying
just
it is a
saying.
lie.
Okay, well, name another Moses before
All right.
Moses.
So Rice, think of it like this. Think of it like this, Rice. the Bible says that God created Earth with when He said, "Let there be light," Earth was made.
Right.
Right?
Genesis.
No,
We
he
all
say
know
he
this.
formed it.
So now listen
Before
to
then
this.
it was just
Now
matter.
no, listen to this. Listen to this real quick. So
It said it was without form.
all right,
That's exactly what it said.
but the Lord said, "Let there be light," and then the Big Bang happened. Whatever.
So that means when
The
he
Big
said
Bang.
it was
Well,
without.
the Big Bang is
When
a
I
term
saw it,
used. The Big Bang
when
is a term used for creation of the universe.
I don't know,
Ferment.
I don't know
No,
about that.
not even the firmament, just the universe in general.
I don't know about that. I asked about Moses. When Moses was born, what was going on? They was serving all kind of gods, right? That was born December 25th.
Yeah, we doing it. We
So
do it now
now wait a
too.
minute.
We do it now too.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Wait a minute, because the Bible don't mention the date that Jesus was born. It just tell you what was going on when he was born.
This is why we give
And
kids
so
gifts on
wait
Christmas.
a minute. So when somebody say Jesus was born December 25th, the only person that you get that from is from the people that go shopping, the church, the government.
No,
That don't come
Christmas.
out. Don't
Christmas
none of
been
that
around
come out.
since you were
Wait a minute.
born. What are you
Don't none of
talking
that come
about?
out the Bible, and we can
What are you
read it
talking
right now.
about?
It'll don't none of that come out the Bible. We can read it right now because it'll tell you.
Christmas was here before
It'll
we
tell
had
you
Best Buy. What are you
if
talking about?
Christmas. If Christmas was here before the Christ, why is it Christmas?
Because it's Christian.
That shit pagan. That's a pagan
Yeah,
goddamn
but this
holiday
is
or
the
some
thing.
shit.
The Christians was the niggas back then. Didn't nobody want to be no
What do you think?
Christian.
What do you
You keep
Christian?
saying pagan. You keep saying pagan.
Christian and Christianity,
Yeah,
Christmas is all
what
the
he's
same
talking
thing.
about is a pagan. He
Dang.
ain't talking about the Bible. He's talking about a pagan god and an entity that is
All right, so Rice,
celebrating the
so
winter
Rice,
solstice.
so
We
Rice, you
know about
basically,
that.
so Rice, you didn't buy your grandkids anything for Christmas?
No,
Did their parents buy them anything for Christmas?
probably.
All right then. So why then? There you go. His birthday is December 25th.
I don't know. His birthday is December 25th. They bought him. They bought.
His
I
birthday is
mean, but
December
that
25th.
don't
Wait
mean
a minute.
nothing
Wait
just
a
because you
minute.
buy your
Wait a minute.
grandkids something, you
Let
buy
me
your
ask you
kids
something.
something.
How would
That
you
don't mean
All
a
right,
feel?
goddamn thing.
How would you
Cliff.
feel?
What?
How would you feel? How would you
Cliff.
That
feel
don't
if I
mean
bought
nothing, food
everybody
All
stamp.
else
right, but
something
Cliff, let me ask you
on
this
your
If you
question.
put
birthday?
up a Christmas tree, that
Cliff,
don't mean shit.
what does all that represent? The
Some
birth
kind
of
of pagan
Christ.
holiday. I don't
It
know.
represents the birth. Whether you want to believe it or not, that all represents the birth of Christ. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
it
Whether you
doesn't,
want to
because
believe it
that
or
ain't
not,
what the Bible
that's the
says.
representative. All right. So after Christmas in January, they have Three Kings Day. What is that representing? The three kings they went to go see Jesus Christ.
Okay, but that right
Come
there,
on, bro.
and that's after he was born.
Come on.
They were there when he was born.
No, that's just they picked the day to celebrate them. They're not saying that that's the day they went to go
Oh
see them. That's the
man,
day to celebrate them.
that's what I'm saying. Those are government
Come
entities,
on,
and they
bro.
celebrating what they want to celebrate and
Come
telling you
on,
to
bro.
celebrate it too.
This is stuff.
Food
They,
stamp,
Look,
food stamp,
how
what
come
day
they
you was
ain't
born?
celebrating Juneteenth till now?
if you Christian,
Huh? Go ahead.
that goes hand in hand with Christianity.
What does
Yeah, it
That
go
goes
Juneteenth
hands
hand
in
in
mean?
hand with
hand.
Yeah,
And
Christianity,
what
but
does
do you and
Christian
me
mean? A
know
person that want to be like
what day he
Christ.
was born?
That
That's
shit.
not a
December
a
25th. I'm sorry to
religion.
say, bro. If you bought your grandkid,
What day he
listen,
was born?
That's just somebody that believes
Again,
something.
Cliff, if you bought your child, a grandkid, or anybody in your family a gift for Christmas, whether you want to believe it or not, that's his birthday.
That
Just for you
ain't
buying the present
so.
for a family member.
Wait a minute.
You
So
are
every time I buy
acknowledging.
somebody a present, that's
No,
Jesus
we're
Christ's
talking about
birthday.
Christmas.
I'm
We're talking about
acknowledging.
Christmas.
You
We're
right.
talking about Christmas.
That
If you
doesn't
buy
make
a
any
gift,
sense.
you're acknowledging that that's his birthday.
No, I'm
Whether
not.
you want to, yes, you are, bro.
No, I'm not.
Or if you buy it December 25th, no, I want to say buy it. If you give it to them December 25th, you're acknowledging the birth of Christ.
No, I'm
If you
not.
were if you a true Christian, you're acknowledging the birth of
That
Christ. I'm
doesn't have
sorry.
anything to do with being a
Yes, it
true Christian.
does. This
Because
book was written before us.
true
This book was
Christians can
written
read
before we
on
were
their
born.
own, and any true Christian will tell you that
Bro, a ancient Christian.
whatever
We're not talking
whatever
about.
they're
We talk, bro.
celebrating, whatever they're celebrating, They just take that time out as homage to
Is
Okay,
celebrate
food
that.
stamps. Okay,
go
food
ahead, Cliff. Go
stamps.
But
ahead, Cliff.
they know
What did you do
they
on
know
Christmas
because
food
they
stamps?
read
What
it
did you do on
that that
food
is
on
not
Christmas food
when
stamps?
Christ was
Hold
born.
Hold
up,
on,
It
real
Rice.
was
fast.
born
Hold on,
in
Rice.
November.
Hold on, Rice.
I bought
Food
I
stamps.
bought
What
my
did you do on Christmas?
I bought my kids gifts. Why? Because I'm a Christian. Christians are taught that December 25th is his birthday.
Okay, are you acting like you didn't?
No, I'm saying if you bought your kids a gift, you're acknowledging that that's his birthday. I'm not saying I
No,
didn't, but
that
I'm
ain't
also trying to say
I
acknowledging
don't
like
that
know
it's
if
his
when his
birthday.
birthday was. I don't even know if it was Easter. I don't know if it was Christmas.
Nobody
But
know when Christ's birthday was, so he
yeah,
don't give you
yeah,
no
we
date
don't know.
we don't know, but if you buy
But
that
we
gift,
celebrate. We just celebrate holidays just because we just know how to do that.
because he
But
told to.
I don't really care. I don't really care if it's Christ's birthday or not.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah. Honestly,
I think that we need to. I think that we need to understand what we're celebrating. I do think that.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
And what
uh,
we're celebrating is nothing wrong. We're celebrating the birth
Right.
of
no,
our of our
Sure.
of our
Sure.
no,
God.
that's
There's
our
another
nothing
Lord
wrong
and
with
our
Sure.
that.
Savior.
Sure.
Yeah, right. Say it right. We celebrate the
I'm
birth of our Lord and our
raised
Savior.
I'm raised Christian,
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm saying.
as an older man, I understand that that's for me. That's for the children, and I think that
Exactly.
as older men, we should
Right.
understand what we are celebrating and why. That's
And
all.
we let them know that too at the same time, the younger kids. We let
Yeah,
them
I
know
that's
what
get
we
that's
that,
doing
but
that's
and
just
Christian,
it.
why we
I
doing it.
understand the reason for the season. But I'm gonna say this
Yeah.
like this: any person that done read the Bible know that what was going on back then and what go on today, just through the seasons. There was no way.
See,
You don't want to eat the
the
chicken.
Bible's kind of tricky because I'm gonna ask you two. I'm gonna
No, the
ask
Bible ain't
everyone.
never tricked you.
No, all right. The
I
Bible is
ain't read
tricky.
it.
Listen, listen.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I ain't
Cliff.
even read the whole Bible. I'm
Peep
still
this.
trying to figure out what Abraham had going
Peep
on.
this. Peep this.
Abraham was off the chain.
The Bible is so tricky. I'm gonna ask you guys two questions. Now
Yeah,
you
very
got
tricky.
you guys say you're Christians, right? Now listen to this.
No, I ain't no Christian.
The Bible says
I'm Southern
that.
Baptist.
Listen, the Bible
That's
says
Christian.
the
That
Bi-
is Christian.
the Bible says we live on a flat Earth and we live in a dome.
Where does it say
Now
that?
you might be
Well,
like,
well,
oh,
wait. Where does it say that?
Hell no.
Where
all
does
right,
it say
all
that?
right. I
The
got you right now.
I
firmament.
need to. I need no.
All right,
You quoting the
Firmament.
Bible? I need to see
all
that
right,
scripture.
Ty. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
I
right
don't
now.
see
I'm gonna
that
tell you
one.
right now. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The
Hold on.
okay.
firmament is just the sky.
No, because you said specifically flat Earth.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you,
I'm gonna tell
Father.
you.
I need to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got you yeah. I need to see
Yeah,
that
you
too.
said flat Earth. I
Yeah.
need to see that flat Earth.
I got you right now. I got
I
you right
need to
now.
see that. Yeah.
It tell
And
you the
what
earth
shape
ain't
is
flat
it?
in Genesis.
I gotta know what shape flat is because I can flatten a circle, I can flatten a square,
I'm gonna
I
tell
can
you right
flatten a
now.
triangle.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I
All
do
that
not
shape,
believe in no
Listen,
flat
and they
Earth.
all
Get the
listen.
flat.
fuck out of here.
Ty,
I know that our ancestors been told us that the Earth is not
Ty,
flat. I don't
Ty,
believe in that shit at
Ty,
all. Get the fuck out of here. I'm
Ty.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Thank
The
So
you.
Bible.
I definitely want to see that in the scripture. I
All
want to see
right.
that.
Luke 13:29, Isaiah 12. I mean Isaiah 11:12, Job 37
Can you
3.
read those? Because a
It's
couple of
two.
them
Wait,
I done heard before.
Matthew 4:8.
I wanna.
Luke. Wait.
You
I'm
just
giving
picking
him.
scriptures. You
I'm
just picking
not. I'm not.
scriptures that you
I
like.
am not. You can look it up.
All
I'm
right,
giving.
quote one
I'm
of them. Quote one that
Yeah.
say the earth is flat.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
This.
Quote
Stamps.
one. You just
Let it.
pick
All right. I got you. I got
Please
you.
read
I
it.
got you right now.
you pick
Please
All
read
right. I
it,
got you right
Stamps.
now. All right.
Yeah.
pick one that
Yeah.
tell us the earth is flat.
All right. I got you right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I don't believe that at
Isaiah.
all. Yeah.
Luke. I'm gonna go to Luke.
Read that.
Luke, you gonna go to Luke.
Hold up.
He going to Luke, y'all.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
He will
Let
raise up
him
a
do his thing. Let
signal.
him do his thing. Yeah, I that one I don't accept that shit. I don't accept that. Yeah.
All right, now listen to this. You have to listen carefully to the words, and this is where it says that he says that it's flat. He will rise up in a single. He will rise up in a signal for the nations and gather the desperate ones of Israel, and he will gather together the scattered ones of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
Okay.
Now there's no
North, south, east, west.
Yeah.
Okay.
there's no corners in around.
North,
Yes,
south, east, west.
but
What
there's
do
Okay.
no
you mean
listen.
there's no corners
There's
in
no
them?
corners
A
in the
sphere
bowl.
is made of
North,
corners.
I'm
south,
going to read
east,
more. I'm
west.
going to read more.
Okay.
I'm going to go more.
Full stamp.
I'm
Hold
going to
on,
go
wait a
more. I'm
minute.
going to go more.
Hold on,
I'm going to
wait
read.
a minute. Full stamp.
The four corners.
A
That's you
sphere,
talking about war though.
a sphere, a
A sphere
sphere is
doesn't have four
made of
corners.
corners. A
North,
sphere is
south,
made of
east,
corners.
west.
That's all
That's
you
your
have
that's
is
that,
corners
that's your
in
four.
order to
That's
make
your
a
four.
ball.
Right.
You have no
Right.
straight lines.
He's talking about war.
That's
Go ahead.
scientific
No,
fact.
he's not talking about water. He's talking about the four corners of the earth.
Exactly.
There's no corners in the sphere.
There
I
No,
is
no,
have a
no,
no
no.
question.
Corners in the sphere.
That's true.
everywhere
That's
you
true.
turn
But
there's a
but but
corner.
also we have a north, south, east, and west. So let's deal with that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's a north,
I
south,
have
east.
a quick question.
Yeah, man.
Um, where in nature do you find a gas that has a gradient from light to heavy without containment under pressure, other than what we are taught in school with the way the world works? It's the only place that you have no containment and you do not lose pressure into a vacuum. The vacuum of space.
Yep. I heard of that before.
Okay, there's
Yeah,
no
that shit.
there's no containment. You know, if you take your barbecue grill tank, the reason that frost line gets on there is because of the gradient. That's where it turns from a solid
Yeah.
or excuse me, from a liquid to a gas state. Above that frost line is a gas state. Below that is, well, obviously a liquid. And we have an ambient pressure that we all experience. That's why if you go down in like if you're going down a mountain, you feel pressure changes versus going up a mountain where you feel opposite of that pressure change. Your ears pop. You know, so obviously there's a gradient, much like in that cylinder, because it's under pressure and contained. But we have a system that we're taught in school that there is no containment other than gravity, which gravity, mind you, is a theory and therefore has not been proven, merely accepted as to be fact, but never proven to be fact. So just
You don't have
something
a,
to think about.
well, I'm just saying you
Something
don't
to
have a
think about
definite
is
up
that
and down.
that's why
Because without gravity,
that's
I'm gonna be
why
honest
that
with you.
up
is
I
and
don't
exactly
down,
know. I
right?
don't
why
know for a fact. I don't
Why,
know.
why,
that is
why would
exactly
you have
why
up
we
and
have
down when you
faith.
have
That's why
gravity?
exactly why we have faith. Because it's something that you can't prove. It's something you can't prove. It's something that you still scratching your head at. You and all you scientific guys.
No.
God
I just ask
created
simple
this world.
questions. I just ask simple questions. If there was no gravity, what's the difference between up and down?
Well, yeah, exactly, right. It's like I was gonna say gravity too, but
If you live
We will. We
obviously
have to accept one
obviously that's
thing.
if
not
you
the
live
case.
in a sphere, there is no up and down
Why not?
because you are living on the ball. Your up will be their down. Their down will be your up.
Exactly.
There is no up
It
and
Hold
down.
on
also,
now, wait a minute.
You can only have up and down on a flat
Hold on, wait a
plane.
minute.
You can only
I'm gonna
have
ask you
up
something.
and down
Food
on a
stamp.
flat
Wait a
plane.
minute. Wait a minute. Because you said something very beautiful. You said your up would be their down. Okay, I know right now my up and I'm supposed to be down because it's 12 o'clock at night. It's somebody else up.
Daylight.
No, we're talking about
I'm
all
glad
right.
you said that. See, you said
We're
that.
talking about if let's say
You're
North and
right.
South. Listen, we're talking about if you're in the North Pole and I'm in the South Pole. My down will be your up, and your up will be my
Hey,
down.
uh,
Of course,
You can
of
only
course,
hey,
you
man,
of
listen,
hey,
listen.
course, of
You
course,
can only have up
Stan,
and down. You
Stan,
can
of
only have
course.
listen.
24 hours away from me,
You can
24 hours
only
away
have
from me,
up and down
is
on the
somebody
flat
that
surface.
is it's 11 o'clock p.m. They probably about to go to work.
You can only
I don't
have
agree
up
with
and
that.
down on
Yeah,
a
I don't agree
flat
with that.
surface.
No, I don't agree with that.
All right, hold the ball. All right, hold the basketball, and you tell me what part of the basketball is up. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's a sphere. It's a sphere. Any part of the
The
basketball is
one
up.
that's pointing toward the light. The one's
No,
not
it's a
pointing toward the
sphere.
light is down.
Listen carefully. It's a sphere. Any point of the ball can be up because
No,
it's a
it can't.
sphere.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
If I give
All
you a
right.
pass, I didn't throw it up.
Again,
I threw it
Rice,
left and
Rice,
right.
Rice,
No.
Rice,
Hey, I get what he's
Rice.
saying. I
Again,
get what he's
Rice.
saying.
Again, if you're on the North Pole and I'm on the South Pole, we're on a sphere now. My up will be your down, and your down will be my up. In other words,
Exactly.
since you're on a sphere, there's no way.
And
There's
that's
no
the way
way.
things happen because it
You're
is daylight
listen.
somewhere else. We're
Again,
in this
fun
pitch
fact.
black night right
Since
here
since
now.
we on a sphere, your up could be somebody's left, and their left could be somebody's right. So
You're
now you
right.
tell me
It
what's
depends
up
on
and
which way
down.
you facing.
You can
That
only
depends on which way you facing. But
Rice. You can only have
we have this thing called a compass, and that's how it works by magnetic by the
but
poles.
that doesn't tell you that doesn't tell
And
you
guess
up and
what?
down. That doesn't tell you up and
If
down.
everybody took off walking north with the same
But
with a
that
different
the
compass,
compass
they would
doesn't tell you up
all
and
end up in
down.
the same spot.
The compass does not tell you up and down. It only tells you forward and back.
No, it don't. It tell you north, south,
No,
east, and west.
it tells you forward and back.
No, it tell you north, south,
Or
east,
if you
and
hold
west.
the
It tell you
compass,
longitude,
listen, if you
latitude.
Rice, if you
Just
hold the
like
compass,
I'll tell you something else to tell you longitude,
Rice,
latitude.
if
Your
you hold the
IP
compass,
address.
it's not going to
It
tell
give
you
you a
up.
longitude and a latitude.
Rice, if you hold the compass, it's never going to tell you up. It's going to tell you forward and what's behind you.
No, you a goddamn lie. A compass gonna tell you north, south, east, and west.
East and west.
Yes.
But north is not up.
North is not
North
up.
is up on a map
North is
or
straight.
on a globe, but a
Yeah.
compass in its function, you hold it level and it tells you
Yeah,
which
that's
way
it.
is north,
Yeah,
which
it's
way is
And
south, which way is east, and which way is
Telling
it's
you.
west.
forward and back.
According to gravity.
What
Well,
gravity?
the word gravity, if you look at the etymology of the word gravity, it's
Oh wow! Now we're discrediting gravity.
Well, it's still a
I'm
theory.
saying
It's a theory.
it's a
It's
theory. It's never been proven.
a
But
theory is
Oh
never
So
wow!
it's not that I'm
Wow!
discrediting. I'm just
hold
accepting it for what it is.
we don't even know
Why
what
don't y'all
gravity
go
is
out
yet.
in space?
what it is.
Y'all need to go to space.
What it is.
All
Because
y'all
that's what
flat
it
earthers
is.
need to go to space.
The word
And take
the word
that
gravity
glasses
goes
and take
back
the
to the
glasses
Greek.
off
Yeah,
and
exactly.
float.
mm,
You see how
It
long
means weight and measurement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
you don't even have to take your glasses
Look
off.
it up.
Just wear your astronaut uniform.
You
Go
know
up
what?
in
I'm
space
not
And-
a scientist, so I can't
and
really
you'll
get into
find
that.
I
Yeah.
bet you be
According
bigger
to
than
gravity, yeah.
Going
According
back to
gravity.
the
Sure,
compass, the
sure,
compass
sure.
only tells you back and forth. Because if you
No, it
turn,
don't. It tells you north, south,
if you
east, and
turn to the
west.
left, no, listen. If you take that compass and turn to the left, it's only going to point you forward and back. If you turn again to the left, forward and back, it's never going to tell you up or down. You can only have up or down on the flat surface.
okay.
No,
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
All right, Ty.
I don't agree with that. You know why I don't agree with that? Because we can take a compass anywhere, and they're gonna tell us what's north.
Yes, but it's telling you on the flat plane. On the flats plane.
Absolutely not.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Absolutely not.
put a compass
Absolutely
on the
not.
put a
You
compass
can
on
go
top.
to the north. You can go to the North Pole. You can go to the South Pole,
Yes.
and we're still gonna get the same measurement.
Yeah, but it's not telling you up or down. It's telling you forward and back. And what's in front of you is north, and what's behind you is south. It's not telling you if you look up is north. It's not telling you if you look at the ground is south.
Yeah, yeah. I get
Yeah,
what
you
you're
get what
saying.
I'm
I get
saying?
what you're
It's only
saying.
telling you what's ahead of you and what's behind
Yeah, cause that shit level.
is
I
level.
It's
wish
like
y'all
a
could go
bubble.
out of space. I wish y'all flat earthers could
It's
go
like
out
a
of
bubble
space.
level or something.
Listen,
Go out of space. Go out of space
I
and
wish
then
I
look
yo,
down
I
look
wish I
down
had
at the earth. Go out of space and look down at the earth and
Cliff
try to come
again.
back to the earth. And I bet you
Cliff,
won't be able to.
Cliff. Another in space. In space, there's no up, down, left, or right.
Yeah. Hell no, it ain't. Yeah.
There's no up. There's no direction in space.
Huh?
That's crazy, right?
Okay, no problem.
Right.
But again, like
End up.
You can only go up and down. You can only go up and down on a
Okay,
flat
baby.
surface.
Okay, baby.
I'm back.
Much like a gradient.
I see you later.
Up and north is not the same thing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why
Yeah, that's what
compass
I'm
can't
saying.
tell
Up and
you
north
up.
is not the same. Or if you hold the compass in your hand, it's only forward and backwards, bro.
No,
We
it's not.
perceive it as north being the top of the globe
No,
and
you gonna go
south,
north.
south being the bottom of the globe.
That's
That's
how
the way
you
they
use a
teach
map.
us. That's how they
That's how
teach
you
us.
use a map. You gotta go north, south,
No,
east,
but
and west.
listen, if you look at the map, when you spread the map out, look at flight plans. When you
Yeah,
look at flight plans, when it says they're going from like
you have to
South
take it.
America to
You have to take into account the further you go toward the equator, the longer the distance gonna be. So
No,
you
it's
have to
not.
factor
That's
that
a
in.
myth. That's a myth.
Is that the case on a ball? Is one line on the ball longer than the other
Hell
Exactly.
yeah. There's
Exactly.
one
on a
definite line
basketball?
that's the longest line.
Good
There's
point,
one
no?
line that's the longest line, and
On the
it's the
globe?
middle of the ball.
But all those other lines
But
represent
that's not even
different
a
center
line.
points.
That's not even a line because a line is straight. Those are just corners. Those are connected corners. Because, like I said again, a sphere ain't nothing but corners. That's all sphere is corners.
Spheres
There
don't
ain't no
have
straight
corners.
lines.
They don't have corners.
Why
There
they
When
ain't
don't?
no
you
straight
when
lines.
you
How you gonna
listen,
have a
when
straight
you
line and make a
Why they
when
do
ball?
you when you when you
That's a
take the
stop sign or
when you
something.
take the sphere and lay it flat,
That's a
it has
stop
four
sign or
corners.
something. That's you can make as many corners, you can make as many lines, you can put as many lines you can. You ain't gonna never get a sphere. You can always get some kind of degon, a millionth degon. Just like you got an octagon, a septicon, a square.
Damn Transformers.
No, ain't no damn.
More than meets the
What
eye.
he's saying is they all come to one point.
Yeah, but a good example,
And it's in the spirit.
of flat Earth. Look at flight plans. When they say they're going to South America to
Yes,
Australia,
yes.
that's
Because
gonna
you
tell
got
you
to take
the
into
answers you
account
need to
there
I
are
know.
ain't
two
never seen
lines.
ain't no
There
flight
are
ever
two
been directly
lines.
straight.
There are two lines
Directly
that are
straight.
longer than
Which
the
which
other line.
which flight plan you know been directly straight?
All of them.
There are two
All of
lines
them.
that are longer
Cliff,
The
than
Cliff,
line
all the other
you just
Cliff.
lines.
trying to make yourself
Oh
sound
my
good. They
God,
don't go
bro.
straight.
All right, Cliff. Look at a globe, the ball globe. All right. Now,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
now do this for yourself with your finger. Go from like let's say Argentina to let's
Uh-huh.
say
At the
Argentina
bottom.
to let's say Amsterdam on the globe. Right.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna look like you're stopping in Africa and you're gonna make the left turn to go to Amsterdam. Now, if you take the globe and put it like a flat piece of paper, it's gonna be a straight line.
But it's just never no flat piece of paper. It never
Well,
happened that way.
when you look at a map, like when you look at the map of NASA,
Uh-huh.
of any government agency, they all have the flat Earth. All their maps show flat Earth.
Exactly.
When you drill in
Because
the
they're
earth,
zooming in on something.
when you drill in the earth, let's
That's
say
right.
let's just say 15,000 feet into the earth. You drill it in the earth 15,000 feet.
Yeah.
And if the earth's flat, why, how come we ain't flooded? I seen a flat piece of paper before. It ain't got no form. It ain't got no hills and mountains. It's flat.
There's actually 10 states in the United States alone that are flatter than a pancake. Then you have the Marianas Trench that you can fit Mount Everest in, and then you have Mount Everest on the other side of the example.
Exactly.
So in other words, you have flat spots and you have mountainous regions.
Okay.
So it
How come the
Okay.
water?
Okay.
How come the
Okay.
water
So how
get
does that
deep?
prove the
Like
earth
if I
flat?
put some water on a piece of paper, it takes the form of that paper, which should be flat, right?
Say that again.
which would be a continent, and you don't have water that bonds to a ball and spins. It always spins off in nature.
But what about gravity?
Huh?
YB, what's good?
Have you ever had a koosh ball? You remember the old time koosh balls, the
Doesn't
foam
hold on?
balls,
Doesn't water
bringing them
all?
to the pool?
Doesn't
Shout out to
all
They
water
would
YB
always
evaporate?
spin the
right there,
water
bro.
out
Good
when you
seeing you
threw it.
comment.
Exactly.
YB,
Doesn't
peace.
Exactly, Draco.
YB.
is water more dense than air?
Yes, because of the gradient.
So water can spin off in air, but
Because we have we have pressure that is as a result of containment.
can I have some water that?
Oh,
Can I
okay.
have a bucket of
Okay.
water
Okay.
that weighs more than me?
Can you have a
Can you have a bucket of water that weighs more than
Yeah.
you? Of
Can I?
course, depending on the vessel size.
Okay. Well, if I'm able to stay here, why
Correct.
that water can't stay here?
Correct.
say that again? If you could stay there,
Yeah, if I can stay on Earth, we have the same buoyancy. I'm 80% water.
That's right.
you want to know why things stick to
Why? How
Earth?
come? Hold on, wait a minute. How come I can stay here, but it can't?
Because of weight and
Hey,
displacement.
hey, my guy. Hey, my guy. Has
Wait
anybody
a minute.
been
I
to the
put it in
edge
a
of the
bucket.
earth? Why nobody ever went to the edge of the earth?
I
Have been
placed
where?
it.
What he said?
Has anybody ever went to the edge of the earth since it's flat?
Um,
There's a guy by the name of Avril
there you
Bird
He
that
go.
went
has
to
some
and what,
interesting
he went to the
stuff.
Well,
edge of the earth.
wait. Let me guess. In somewhere where it's real cold, right?
What?
He went both to North and South America.
No,
Oh,
I
but no.
told you. I told you.
so
Where it's
I
real
heard this.
cold.
I heard this theories
Where the
about
other
the
place?
ice wall. I heard those
Where the other
theories
spot?
about
Where
the
the
ice
other
wall. They
place?
say don't nobody want to go past the ice wall down to Argentina. Why nobody ever went past the ice wall? Why nobody go past the edge of the earth?
Right.
We have
Right.
no. The
How
reason
far?
why.
How far is
Listen.
Where's the other side? Where the
Let's
other side?
let's answer.
Where the other? Hey
We're
yo,
gonna answer
Cliff.
your question.
Hey yo, Cliff. Where the other
We're
side?
gonna. Listen,
Yeah. We do
Cliff.
all that.
Cliff.
We go up in space. We do
Cliff.
all these
Cliff.
things. But why nobody go to the edge of the earth? This flat
Let
earth
me.
y'all
I'm gonna
talking
tell you
about?
why.
Right.
Yo, Cliff. Let me tell you why. Let me
Right.
tell you why we can't go because
Why?
there's
Why? Because
there's
it's an ice wall.
no. Listen. Listen.
Right.
There's 12 countries that signed a treaty
Oh,
saying
shit.
that nobody can go over there.
Yep,
There's a reason why they
facts.
did that. They're
Well,
hiding
hold
something.
on.
Why they don't want nobody to go past
Longest
there?
standing treaty. It is a treaty that we hold with Russia. We're at a perpetual war with Russia, but yet that one treaty
Yeah, so we
stands.
got to break it down.
What?
'Cause we at
We
war
sh-
with
we
Russia, right?
Cliff,
Nobody
we
Russia.
should
ever
Cliff,
Yeah,
said
we
that
we
got to
should
time
break
been
is
it
broke.
down.
Hold
Somebody got
on,
to
wait
go
a minute,
past
wait
that
a
We
minute,
should
shit.
wait a
have
minute.
been broke that
What
treaty to
what
see
has
what's over
ever
Yeah, we
there.
got to go
stopped the
past
tyrant
this
like
shit.
So
America from
only
doing
so
whatever
only
they wanted
Russia
to do?
so only Russia holds the
Christopher
secrets.
No.
Columbus ain't never
Only
been over there.
Russia
No, no,
only
no, no, no.
Russia
That's
holds
not
the
what I'm saying.
secrets
I'm
to
saying the
whether there's a
treaty has
flat earth or
stood
not.
between war.
No.
Only Russia holds the secrets to whether there's a
No,
flat
no,
earth or
no.
not.
The treaty is that no one can go that no one can go
Yeah.
there. No one is allowed to go there
Yeah.
unless they're doing scientific studies.
Only
But
Russia can. Only Russia can.
Yeah,
Only Russia's able to show these facts.
nah,
yeah.
nah, nah, nah,
Without
nah.
no
That's
military
not what
base.
No,
he's
that's
saying.
not what I'm
That's
saying
not
at
what
That's
he's
fucked
all.
saying.
up.
That's not what I'm saying
That's
at
not what he
all.
said.
I'm saying there is a treaty that stands regardless of war or peace.
That only Russia is
No,
privy
No,
to
no.
there's a
to the.
bunch
That's
of countries. I'm saying
that's
in
like yeah,
specific
that's 12.
Russia because we are adversary to Russia.
So
So
nobody.
Did
only
Palestine
those
say that?
people are privy to this information.
But did
No,
Palestine
no,
say?
no.
Did
No,
Palestine sign?
what he's trying to explain to you that there's 12 different countries that signed a piece of paper
Okay, so
saying
but
that
do you
no
know how
one's
many
allowed
countries
to
it
go
Oh,
is?
over there.
Do
okay.
you
No
know how
one's
many
allowed to
countries it
go.
is in the
So
That's
world?
nobody allowed
How
to
many
go
countries
to the
have the
to the
ability
ice
to
wall
do
too?
so?
we
Who
all
states
If
is
do.
the ice wall?
we're not able to
I
go
think
over
it's
there,
the ice
that
wall.
means that we are not privy to the information.
All
And
of them.
Ty, exactly. They must be
We
hiding
are privy.
something.
We
That's
are
exactly what I
privy
said
to
from the
the.
beginning. Y'all said no.
They must be
We are
hiding
privy to
something.
the information that Admiral Byrd, a certified admiral in the Navy, gave. You can definitely look that
Okay,
shit up on
so
YouTube without a
Okay, so
problem.
A certified what? Say it
we're
again.
only
What is
privy
his
to the
name?
information
I'm
that
trying to
he's
understand how
able
the
No,
earth
no,
is
to
flat
no,
and
allow
water
no,
us
is
to
running
have.
off.
no, no,
Am
no,
am I right about
no.
that?
I'm
It's not
trying
Am I
to
right
figure
it's
about
out
not
how the
that?
that
earth
it's
is
not
flat
that
and
he's
the water not
privileged.
just
It's not
running
that he's
off.
privileged to have it. You in the treaty it says you only allowed to go there for scientific study. You can't go over there and say, "Hey, I want to go on vacation."
Todd.
They're trying to keep that habitat the way it's supposed to be.
What's the name of that
Ice.
treaty?
Only he is
What's the
able
name of
to
that
give
No,
you,
treaty?
that's
and
12 other
he is
bro.
gonna only allow you to
Bro,
go to a
What's the
certain.
name of that treaty so I can look
He's
it
gonna.
up?
He's
you guys are
only
being
allow.
It
He's
say we
only
can't
gonna
go
allow you
past
to
bro.
go.
this
All right,
law.
yo,
This
He's
Cliff,
law.
only
Cliff.
gonna allow you to
It's
go to
not
a certain
him.
extent
No, I need to
of
know the name of that treaty.
the
Cliff,
situation
Cliff,
to
Cliff,
where he
Yes, sir.
feels
Yes, sir.
like
Cliff,
Yes, sir.
Cliff.
it's gonna fit the
Look up.
Hold on,
narrative.
Hold
Todd.
up.
Hold on,
Let me
Todd. Yes,
Isn't
sir.
that
Yes,
isn't
sir.
that possible?
let me give him
I
the
need to know the name
information.
of the treaty that you're
Let,
talking about
Cliff,
that
I'm gonna
say
give you
we're not
the
supposed to go
information.
past this certain point on
Let me
this
tell
planet
you. All
Earth.
right, Cliff. Do you have your phone that you can look this up?
Man, I got everything. I
All
can
right,
look it
look
up
up.
on my
Look
iPad.
up.
I can look it up on my phone.
All
I
you
got
have to look
everything.
up is Antarctica
I
Treaty.
know.
That's all you
Antarctica
have to look
Treaty.
up. It's gonna
The
show you all the
Antarctic
countries.
Treaty.
It's
All
gonna
right.
show you all the
Hold up,
countries.
wait a
I'm gonna look
minute.
it up.
I'll be
Don't worry.
right
Wait a
back.
minute.
I'll be right back.
In
Yeah,
order
yeah.
for there to be an Antarctic treaty, there has to be an Arctic. Where's the Arctic?
Yeah, there is an
Antarctica.
Arctic treaty as well.
So they got both treaties.
Yes.
Yes.
There. Listen. The
Why would
reason
they
why.
need both treaties if it was the
All
same
right,
place?
Rice. Picture this. That,
It's not the same place.
Picture this. Let
I'm
me run
just
this.
saying it's outside the wall.
No, but this is why. If that's a whole bunch of ice, let's say some dickhead goes over there and wants to like test the nuclear bomb, and
Wait a minute.
they
Are
blow
we
up a
talking
big chunk
about
of ice. You know
outside
what
the? Are
that
we
big
talking
chunk of
about
ice is going to do
outside
to
the ice
Earth?
ball? On the flat, it's
And they
flat
blow a bigger
with an
chunk. It's
ice
supposed to
ball, and
flood it.
outside the
It's
ice
supposed
ball,
to flood it.
Exactly.
there's
That's why they
there's
don't
this
want no one
treaty,
to go over there to disrupt
but
It's
there's
supposed to
two
that
flood it.
treaties
habitat.
to the same place
They don't want no one to disrupt. Mess anything up over there.
with
Anything
the
could
same
happen.
All
12
right.
people.
Anything could happen.
I got another question. All right. So when you're looking at the stars that we have are the stars that we've had for millennia. The ancient books say that, right?
Ooh, I like this one.
Okay,
That'd be an accurate assessment. To the Bible says that
Which one is it? The Arctic Treaty or the Antarctica Treaty? Which one is?
both.
They both.
Oh,
it depends on where you
They
are in the
There's two
Bible when you're
treaties.
talking
both the
about
same
the
thing. They
stars.
both the same anyway.
The Bible calls the planets the wandering stars, and it talks about the stars quite frequently. And basically the alignments that we have in geoglyphs, like the pyramids and everything like that, they're all aligned with the stars. So these things have been around for quite a while. If that's the case, and we're floating through space
But the
at
Bible
a
never.
million miles an hour in 15 different directions because the universe is going one way, we're going one way, the planets are going another way. If this is all the case, then how do we even possibly have the same stars day to day?
Because you spin.
We're flat Earth is stationary.
Because you spin.
No, we're flat Earth is
You spin
stationary.
into
You're
you
spinning
spin
as you go
in
around
multiple
something,
directions
and
at the
they're
same
all
time.
no. You're spinning like a top around something.
Yeah.
A top floats on a flat plane.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. On top
It's
means
all kind of
Have you ever
moving.
put a top on a ball? You've tapped metal. Why do you tap metal? Because that drill bit ain't gonna sit quite straight.
I dig that, but we're
what
talking
drill
about,
bit?
if you're trying to. He's saying
and
like
we're talking about,
drill like aluminum
talking about
ball
universal.
Yeah,
This
you
you
tap
mean to
that
tell me? Hold
ball.
on, wait a minute.
to
Are
have
you
an
not in the
Hey,
instrument.
football.
3D?
Wait a
Are you
minute. Wait
not
a
in the
minute.
3D
Football.
world? Can we make this very clear? Are you not in the 3D world?
Am I in a what?
3D world. Length,
To
width,
my
It, de-
understanding,
height.
that's one of
it,
the realms.
it de- depends your
Hold
perception
on,
of
wait a
3D.
minute.
It
The
depends on how you see
physical, the
3D.
physical, the physical does not consist of width, height, and length.
Excuse me.
Width, height, and
Everything
length you'd need trigonometry to figure out,
No,
or spherical
man. No,
geometry in
man.
order to figure
Wait,
out
okay,
spherical
thank you.
things.
You just, like you said, you need it. That's all I needed. Yes.
In order to
That's a
figure them
yes,
out,
because you
yes, you
need it.
would need it. In
You
order to
need it.
figure out how to build a dome, you need three
Well,
dimensions.
you need. How
In
So
so?
order to
So
what
that
if
would that
what
would
if you're in the fourth
essentially erase
dimension?
flat
What if
because
you're in the
flat
fourth
is not
dimension?
even a shape.
Does it matter?
A sphere is a shape, a ball. A
And
circle is not flat.
The
I mean,
circle,
a
a
pizza's
circle
flat.
can be
A pizza's
flat.
flat. A pizza's flat. It's round.
and it
Cylindrical.
also, but
Exactly.
it's not
But so
flat.
is a square, and so is a octagon. So what shape is it? Because when people say flat, you're talking about a
Think of it.
dimension.
All right, it's flat. We think of a pizza. You see how the pizza cheese is up and down, looks like little
But I thought you
mountains.
said it was a
The
firewall.
crust is Antarctica.
I
The
thought you
ring
said there
around.
was a firewall,
That's what
and
it is.
then it
So
had
you
corners
making a point. So it's a
because you
wall,
said
an
it
ice
had
wall around.
corners.
It's much like a magnet. You
All the
have
muscles.
an
You can't use a pizza. A pizza don't
You
have no
sound stupid,
corners.
bro. We all
magnetism only
crystalline
works in one direction.
inside of a big ball. That's what they want us to believe. That it's not a sphere.
Yeah.
It's just a circle, and we all inside of it.
What
A
I'm
big
talking
Yeah.
ball.
about?
No, no,
Wait a
no.
minute. Wait a
Actually,
minute.
Cliff. Actually, you
It
know
That's
what
what
they?
can't
you
be a
just said. That's
circle.
what
No,
you
no, no,
just
no,
said.
It
no. Yeah,
can't
yeah,
be a
yeah, yeah.
circle because
I'm
hold on.
agreeing
Wait
with
a
you,
minute.
but
It can't be a
I'm gonna tell you what
circle.
they believe.
It can't be a circle because he specifically went to Luke and it said the four corners,
Yo, Cliff.
and he said out his own mouth, a
It also
sphere
says
ain't
the
made of
circle of the
corners.
earth.
Me, bro. We either circle or we either
So a circle
four
can't be
corners.
made of corners. That's what I'm saying. You got not see. You got to explain
The
because
traditional Hebrew map, from my understanding, that goes back, has
no,
four corners, and there's areas outside, and then
oh
there's
no.
a circle inside. That's what I've seen. You also have Chinese maps and Japanese maps that show um, a different land masses on the outside barriers, natural barriers. Um, so there's lots of different maps out there that date way, 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 way back. The earliest maps show the world very much so different. It shows a
It
thin
can't be
little
a
river.
circle. It can't be a circle with and had
They
corners.
they even have a map without Australia when it wasn't
Yes,
discovered yet.
But okay,
I
but
have
I'm
I
just
have
saying
actually some really interesting maps
it
personally
can't
in my
be.
possession that don't have the Great Lakes on them, but there's cities and towns. California is an island. Um, Many different features of land based off of the age of the map. It looks like to be in the 1500s.
Explain this to
Um,
me. Explain this part to me right here. Okay, can we say that we purchased Russia? I mean Alaska from Russia.
No, no one had territory there.
Wait a minute. In the
Russia was Tartaria at one point in time.
wait a
They
minute.
were known as the Tartars.
I'm talking
I
about
thought you.
something
No,
recent that
I thought you
happened.
accenting. I thought you accenting now.
I'm talking about something recent that happened. Did we not purchase Alaska from Russia?
Alaska recent?
We talking
Nah.
about these treaties. We talking about these treaties to go to the edge, right? In Antarctica,
Yeah.
Arctic,
Did
and
we
all that. We
purchase
talking about these treaties.
Alaska?
So we could nobody ever flew over them.
No,
Over
I'm just
to make
no.
No.
Admiral Bird.
who knows about that? Who
No.
knows
I
about
asked
flying to
I asked
the end and over?
hold
Look,
on.
We're curious people.
look
So
up the
some people
Admiral. Just look up
very
Look
the
up
curious.
Admiral.
Admiral Bird
How
on
they ever
YouTube.
tried to go as far as they could go.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
look
Cliff.
it up.
He's got a whole big thing. I just type in Admiral Bird
But Cliff,
on
hold
YouTube.
on. Wait a
This is
minute. Wait a
documented.
minute.
It's documented.
I'm
So what
asking.
did he
I'm
see? What did
asking.
he
Hold
see? I
on, Cliff.
contact
Cliff,
man.
wait a minute.
You tell me what did
Cliff,
he see and
wait.
what did he experience?
No. Cliff, wait a minute. He don't know. He telling you to go look.
Yeah,
But
no, I'm
No,
asking
I'm
him.
saying
I know he's curious.
he
I
wants
know you
firsthand
don't.
account. That is a firsthand account.
Okay.
I
And what he
wasn't
did, and
there.
what
I'm
He
happened?
asking. No,
was.
I'm asking.
And what
Cliff,
happened?
I'm asking very
What happened,
specific
sir?
He
questions, and
flew
we have
for
paperwork too.
expanses of astronomical size. He found hot springs. He found all sorts of different
Hot
terrain.
Springs is in Arkansas. He found
Cliff,
hot
hold
springs in
on.
Arkansas.
Hold on.
He
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
in Arkansas. He was in the Arctic.
Cliff, wait a
Oh,
minute.
okay. So he found hot springs past the.
It wasn't me that said it. It was him that said it, and it
He
was
found.
your grandfather's tax dollars that supplied the resources to go do so. This is just history.
My grandfather tax dollars.
No,
No,
yes,
listen to me.
trust me.
No, let me ask these questions, Cliff.
Even
Hold
his
on.
son.
Let
His
me
son,
let me let
his
me
son
ask
went to
these
the bottom
questions.
of the ocean.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm asking some very basic, simple questions.
Oh,
Where
no,
did he go? He said he went
No,
to
Cliff,
Spring.
wait a minute. That
He went
ain't
to
got nothing
both.
to do with nothing. He ain't got nothing to do whether the earth is round or flat. I'm asking some simple questions. Did we not purchase Alaska from Russia?
No, we
Yes.
didn't.
Yes, we did.
Alaska or the island in between?
Where is Alaska from Russia?
There's an island in between Alaska and Russia,
Okay, now where is Russia
and we
from
split
Germany?
territories with that island. So I thought
Where
it
is
was that
Russia
island.
from Germany? And why was it so important to tear down the Berlin Wall? Where is Russia from Germany?
They border each other. There's a country in between, rather.
Wait. Where is Germany? Where is
Germany
Germany?
is in Europe.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I thought Europe was across the way from New York. I thought that's where the flight plans went. Like if you wanted to go to UK,
If you
you
put that, if you open up the outside, if you open up the bottom of your map or of your globe, right? And you fold it out so it comes out to be straight, all of these things border each other. That's why it's easy to go from here to there, but it's hard to go from
no.
in the
Because
southern hemisphere.
Asia, I'm
Yo,
pretty
this
sure.
is this is all
Let me
common.
ask you
Not
something.
you can
Let
look
me
all this
let
information
me
up
ask you something
yourself.
else.
Y'all don't
Let
gotta
me
take
ask
our
you
words
something
for it.
else.
That should let
Yeah,
you know
don't take my
India
word for it.
get the
Do your
word
own research.
disappear.
Is the
It's
quickest way
easier to
to
get the
India?
bottom.
Is the quickest way to India from California going all the way across the states and going through New York, or is it
You
just
just need the
then
bottom,
flying through Europe to get to
the bottom of the spear.
through Africa, or is it going out of New
See,
York?
you're thinking about it as a sphere.
Yeah,
Because that's what it is. Because you
that's
can
what
go
it
both
is.
ways.
Look
All right.
look up the flight plan
Why
from
would
New Zealand to
I
New
think the
York.
long way when I can
Oh
think the broad
man.
way?
Oh
If
Because
it
man.
you
was
can
Oh.
go
flat,
both
everything
ways.
should be straight
Straight.
up.
It
Because
is
you
a,
can go
it is a
both
straight line,
ways.
but when you look at it
It's
as a
not a
sphere,
straight line. Why do you think the days change? Nights and days.
time zones. Time zones aren't a straight
Oh
line.
my God.
Time
Time
zones are
zones
not
aren't a
in a
straight
I
straight
line.
can't.
line.
I can't no
A
more.
week isn't a straight line. You start
Listen,
over with
I'm
Monday.
Do
And
the
even
earth
you
revolve
circle back
around the
around
sun?
to Monday.
listen.
You
Do the
Even the
circle right
time
science
back
zone,
explain
around
it?
to
Do the earth
Monday.
the
You've been
time
revolve
zone.
doing
around
it
the
for
sun?
Listen,
years.
the
This
time
is how
zones.
you keep
The
up with
time
time,
zones are not.
right?
Listen, the
Every year
time
you
zones
got
are
a
not
birthday,
curved.
right?
The time zones are not
You
curved. They're in
go
a straight line.
around you go
Think
around
about that.
for one
Do
of
we
for
revolve around the
365
sun?
days. That's your birthday, right? That's a
Listen,
year, right? You go around
the
for
time
365
zones
days.
are in a
And then
straight
it starts
line.
over again,
They're
right?
not on the curve.
The time
If
zone
you
That
is
if
should
a
it
tell you.
was
straight
That should
line.
tell you. That should tell
if
you
it was
everything.
straight,
The straight
if
line
it
is
was straight, we
infinite.
wouldn't have no
It's
birthday.
infinite. That means if a straight line is infinite. So we
Yeah, it
should
don't
keep
have no
going and
curve.
going and going.
It ain't no circle at the top.
Yeah, you should just keep going.
That's what I say. We going around and the
And
same
further
time
and
we going
further and
around
further
something.
away from the sun.
The
We
straight
If
line
spending
we
is
was a
only.
straight
night and
line,
day.
The straight
if we
line
was
is
a
only
straight line, we should be
infinite.
going further and further and
The
further and
straight
But every
further
line is
and
time
only
we
further.
spin,
infinite,
We
we
should
go
need there
depending on
should
how
around
be
much
no
something.
energy it's
revolving.
carrying.
Why is there a day and a night, food stamp?
Because the sun rotates.
The sun rotate.
Yes.
Yes, as well as the moon. That's why you have the phases of the moon. That's why you have the phase on the left-hand side of the moon and then the phase on the right.
So
With
if we straight line,
with
we
the
shouldn't
hang on,
rotate.
hang on.
So
If you
if
were
we
to
was a straight line, if we was a straight line, we shouldn't rotate,
But
right?
hold on, wait a minute. But there
we
are
don't
The moon
rotate.
should
hold
rotate
on,
around us,
Nubs.
so the moon follow us on a
Nubs.
straight line.
But Nubs.
We
There
don't
are
rotate. It rotates
but
above us.
okay,
The
Oh
Nubs.
tortoise
man!
and the
Wait,
No,
hare
no,
is a
wait, wait,
Cliff,
wait,
story
wait, wait,
about
Cliff,
wait,
that.
wait.
Cliff,
Wait,
I
hold
can't
on,
deal. I
the
can't
Cliff,
earth,
deal.
the
I
earth
cannot
don't
deal with
rotate.
y'all.
The
Cliff.
earth don't rotate.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
confused.
Cliff. Wait
Do
a
you
minute.
feel a
Nubs,
rotation?
Nubs. But at certain seasons you
It's
can
in the
see.
Come on
Bible.
now, come
Hold on.
on now,
It's in
come
the
on
But,
now.
Bible,
The
but at
bro.
earth don't
certain
rotate.
seasons,
That don't sound right.
Yo,
Come on
you
at
now,
got
come
certain
on now.
seasons you
you
If
can
got
you
the
believe the Bible, then you believe that
exactly.
it's stationary.
no, this ain't
That's
got
what I'm
nothing to do with the
saying. If
Bible.
you're
At the at
Christian,
the at,
like
It's
at the
firm.
same time
It's
you
firm. The
things are
Bible
oh
literally
stationary.
man.
says it is firm.
Come on now. The
No, it
earth is
doesn't.
not rotating around the sun. Come on now. I'll wait.
If you're
I'll wait.
Christian, you would know this.
That don't have nothing to do with
I
belief.
won't go
Yes, it
that far.
does. Yes, it does, because it's
No,
written in
it
the book.
don't.
It's written in the book you believe in.
No, it
You
don't.
can't say
No,
it's.
it ain't.
Yes, it does.
What's
Right?
up,
Look
Miss
it up.
T?
Right?
No, it's not.
The
Don't take
pillars
my
of
word for
earth,
it.
You said
the
you
earth
can
is
go to the book.
stationary. It's
It,
all
All
in
right.
there, dude. I
All right.
wouldn't lie
All
no,
to
right.
it
you.
So
don't. No, it don't.
all right. Listen to
In
this.
the
Listen to
very
this.
first,
So
the very first sentence,
eclipses are not
the
real.
very
Right.
first sentence,
Right.
it
The earth
tells
is
you
stationary.
what the earth was,
I'm
and
confused.
now
I'll
it ain't
wait.
that no more.
Yeah.
That's the very first sentence.
Rotation.
Eclipses
Rotation.
are not. They're not what we are told by any means.
But you
Come
have two
on,
of
bro.
them. You
Come
have the
on, bro.
solar and the
Stop it.
lunar.
Stop it. Stop it. Full moons, eclipses. Come on now.
You have the solar and
Let's
the
stop the
lunar
cap. Let's
eclipse.
stop the cap, bro.
What causes a lunar eclipse?
You didn't
The
answer my
sun.
question. I don't know. I'm be honest with
The
you. I
moon,
don't
the
know.
moon
I
is
don't have
supposed
all
to
the
be
answers.
behind the
But what I
sun.
will
And
say,
eclipses are
Because
what I
the
will,
caused
what I
sun
by.
will,
is
what I
light.
will say, what I will say
is
is the
when the
Earth
sun.
rotates.
It's
We
when the
need, we
sun.
need, we need
It's
to
when the
stop
sun.
that.
That only
Because
happens.
it's light.
That don't happen often.
The
It's when
the
the
sun
sun
rises
covers
in
the
the
moon.
east. The sun rises in the east and sets in the
No, that's the
west.
solar eclipse.
No,
All
What
that's
about
out,
when the
all
Earth
that's
no,
out
stood
the
The
window.
still
moon
in
covers the
All that's out
Joshua?
the
sun. That's the
window.
solar eclipse.
Come on now, come on now, come on
that's
now.
day by day.
Let's
That's
be
day by
No.
honest.
day.
It's
Let's
If
be
you
written
can't,
in
honest.
that's
it's
day
written
by
in the
day.
book. It's written in the book
No,
y'all
it
believe in,
ain't.
guys. I'm
But
sorry.
It's
you said
written in the
that.
book of Joshua that the sun stood still for 3 days so that the children
Yes,
of
yes, I
Israel.
heard of that. I heard about that.
Yeah.
So
I
if
heard about
you're in
that.
a, let me ask you this, an object in motion.
That happened in the winter solstice. Yes, I
So
heard
it
about
is.
that. Yes.
Okay, so an object in
It is.
motion tends to stay in motion unless acted on by an equal or greater force, right? So, what is that greater force but utter
Uh,
destruction of
uh,
everything? It would
uh,
throw
So
off the
so
whole premise.
so you
Stop a
mean so
top in
you
the
mean
middle of it and tell me it doesn't fall down.
so you
It's
mean to
not, you
tell
don't.
me that the earth does not rotate around the sun?
How could it
Yes.
stop
I'll
for
wait.
3 days?
How can the
I'll
think
wait.
about it?
No. That's
The
why it
sun
was.
stopped.
How does the
That's why
sun
they
The
stop for
sun
say.
3
ain't nothing but
That's
days?
a
why
light.
they
The light
say
went out.
it
What are
was
you
a
talking
miracle.
about?
That's why they say it was a
They
miracle.
say
But
we stuff going around.
I'll wait.
It's what it
So
I'll
stopped.
time
wait.
was stopped?
It
No,
If
the
happens
that's
every
sun
the
day.
don't
case, then
stop.
we would have been stopped.
No,
Sun
I
don't
don't know
make
about all of
An
time.
that, but
The
object
sun
in
wasn't no.
I do
motion.
know that
Hey,
the Earth rotates around the sun. Now
time was already
You,
y'all
going
need to
on
stop
when
it. Y'all
before
need
the
to stop
sun
it.
was
Stop
made.
it.
you can know that.
Time
That is
was already
knowledge.
going on. Time was already going on before the sun was made. So when he stopped the sun, there wasn't no light. The sun is the greater light in the day, and the moon is the lesser light at night.
I
That's
don't
what it
know.
specifically says.
I think the
So when the
Bible. I
sun
think the
stopped,
Bible has some things that it needs to
just be
explain.
clear with
But
yourself.
one
He
thing we
didn't say
do
he
know is that
stopped
the Earth
spinning.
rotates around the sun. Now we need. Come on now. Let's
He
stop it.
didn't
Let's
say
stop
that
it.
We don't know that.
the
You
solar
know that,
eclipse said
and
the
that's
time
fine.
stopped. Hey, wait a minute. If I turn off my lights, didn't I just stop the light?
You
No,
stop.
you abolish the light.
No, that's the
You,
same thing.
same thing to what?
Because I can bring the light back.
You're creating a chemical and electromagnetic, like that's not how the sun and moon work at all.
What time, right, y'all? You sit here can talk to these guys till your face turn blue. They so sorry. They don't even know. They don't even know if they coming on. They too smart for their own
No,
good.
it's in the
They are too
Bible.
You
smart for
know,
their own good. I heard what these guys
at
Your
the,
saying.
at the,
argument is not
at
with
the
me;
end of
it's
the
in the
day,
Bible, like he's saying.
No,
at the end of the day,
exactly. That's what I'm telling you.
if we're not
You
talking
right.
to, if, at the end of the day, if we're not talking to astrophysicists, you know,
No, this is in the Bible. This don't got nothing to do with
we're just talking our
astrophysics.
shit. But at the end of the day,
You wait till your turn to argue with these
It's
guys.
it's a
one thing I will say,
it's a proven fact.
y'all niggas, y'all need to stop. The Earth is not rotating around the sun. Now
They ain't
stop
never,
it.
Todd, they ain't never
Stop.
jumped off. They
Well,
ain't never
Stop.
I'm gonna
jumped
say
off
it
the
like
cliff.
this.
Go jump off a cliff
I'm
at
gonna
the
say
end of
it
the
like
world. How
this.
about that?
It's a proven fact.
I'm
It's
gonna
in the
say it
Bible.
like this. The sun was not created when he said, "Let there be light."
Bro,
The sun wasn't created
it's in the
the first day.
Bible.
It was other stuff made.
Go jump off a cliff then.
The Bible, bro.
You flat earthers, go jump off a cliff.
We also need to understand that
do that.
everything in the Bible, everything in the Bible, and the most prominent Bible thumpers will tell you that people that you know what? People that understand these things better than us. I'm not gonna say astrophysicists, whatever, but people that understand better than us will tell you that the Earth rotates around the sun. Now, come on now.
That's not what the Bible. That's not what your Bible tells you, though.
Well, now the Bible needs. Well, then the Bible needs to stop it. The Bible needs to stop it. Then the Bible needs to stop it because the Bible was written by a man. Now let's stop it.
The Bible was
written by men. The Bible was written by men. The Bible was written by men. Stop it. Stop it.
Where y'all gonna jump off a cliff?
That's the Bible.
Where does the world end? Is infinite?
I don't know. The same way
y'all gonna jump off a cliff.
The same way you go to church on Easter. The same way you have.
The Bible was written by men back in that time that had limited understanding. They had limited understanding of the cosmos. And we are far beyond that understanding.
What about the Dogon that taught them something?
Come on now. Come on now. Stop it.
What's west of west and what's east of east?
It's not supposed to be hard. It made it for children.
The Bible, the sun rises in the east.
The four corners you can't
the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. That's just common. That's just common understanding. You ain't even gotta be a scientist to understand that. Now come on now, stop.
That's Egyptian, Ra and Set. That's the
earlier.
That ain't right.
Ra and Set.
That
was before Ra and Set. That was before Ra and Set.
Sure, Ra and Set is an explanation for the natural process.
Stop it. That was before Ra and Set. Come on now, stop it. Stop it.
There's documentation in history that says that wasn't always the case.
And that's exactly documentation.
Why you never went to the edge?
You need to show me that documentation, bro. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
If you look in the ancient documents held in the Vatican, the ones that they've released, there's some really interesting firsthand accounts of a lot of crazy shit.
Let me say something.
I agree with you on that, bro, but not the East and West theory. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The same way we could all look on Uber Eats to order some food, the same way we could look up this information ourselves. The same way we could look for food on Uber Eats, we could search up this information ourselves. Y'all don't gotta take our word for it. Just look it up yourself.
Yeah, please don't. Look up your own stuff. That way you can experience it for yourself.
Nobody, in the same way you can look it up on Uber Eats, nobody has ever went to the edge.
And that's what I be trying to
That's
tell
where
you.
You look it up, Cliff.
Don't be
look it up.
Cliff. Ain't nobody been in the edge of shit because there ain't no goddamn edge.
Look at that Admiral Byrd.
You right.
Go look at Admiral Byrd.
That's what I'm saying. Just research.
You gotta read it for yourself. Don't let nobody tell you what the Bible says.
That shit is bullshit. That shit bullshit, bro. Ain't no edge of the earth. Ain't none of that. All we got is the fucking ice, the icy area of the planet, and that's it. But ain't nobody fell off the earth. Where the niggas that fell off the earth?
You niggas is too smart for your own damn self. That's what be killing me, man. It's basic common sense, man. You niggas is too smart for your own goddamn self. I'm not finna read no goddamn when I got common sense. You ain't never been to the edge. You don't know nobody ever been to the edge. The astronauts go into space and show you the curvature of the earth.
No, they don't.
I'm confused.
They have come out and said all those are digital images.
They go up in the space.
If you know the difference between film and there's a huge difference.
I bet you they don't bring time. They don't even sell boats up in the space.
Hold on, let me ask another question.
They sell
boats around the world.
Let me ask Nubs a question. Yo, Nubs.
Make sure. Hold on. Before I'm gonna let food stamps talk. But before we do that, make sure everybody in the chat and everybody in here, make sure y'all study the Book of Enoch. I'm done.
Already.
Absolutely.
Book of Enoch's gonna say everything we was telling y'all. I hope y'all know.
No, it don't.
Yes, it will.
No, it
Thank
don't.
you for telling them that. But listen,
And it might mention,
Nubs, quick question.
it might mention all the
Tell
other
them,
What's up?
gods that was here.
tell them.
But it specifically says in the Bible,
Do you
you
know
can
about the
become
astronaut
God.
who was in
That
space?
was that was the
With a
promise.
spacesuit filled
That
with
was the
water,
promise. That was the promise that the serpent
supposedly.
made Eve. You can become a God if you want
Nah,
to.
you can't become a god.
That's what he told Eve.
You're not that. No one's
You will,
perfect.
you'll know what good and bad was. Cause see, before
No
all
one's
that
perfect
happened,
to even become.
there wasn't no good and bad. It was all good. They didn't know what bad
Well,
was.
wasn't the Christ being crucified based off of the scripture in Psalms where it says, ye are but gods? And if you think about it,
Hold on,
if
wait a
we
minute.
really
You
are
gotta
the
wait.
children of God,
And you didn't finish the scripture.
We all
And
not the
then
children
what it
of
say?
God.
What did it say at the
We
end of
all
that
not.
scripture? And you
okay,
do
so
what?
the ones that are the children of God,
No,
if they are the
no.
children of
That
God,
ain't what it
then the
says.
children grow up to be
That ain't the song
fathers, right?
that ain't the song that David sung. He said, "You can be gods and you will die like gods do."
So meaning a God is mortal. And what gods would we be talking about? Would we be talking about the El Elyon?
Y'all said Horus.
Because those are the sons of
Y'all
God.
said Horus.
Or are we talking about the Most
Hold
High,
on.
like the Creator being?
Well, the creator, that's what I
Like
said.
there's multiple different
You can't put
deities that have been
We
considered to
talking
be
about the
gods.
creator,
but
and
we
not a
can't
being. He's not a
you
being.
can't put the creator in
We
the
talking about the
same
creator.
realm
We
as a
ain't talking
god
Okay.
about
when he created the
all
god.
that
How
other
you
shit.
gonna be
No,
what
we
you
talking about the
create?
creator.
Because some people's definition of God is different than other people's definition. So I'm just trying to figure out where
We
we're
talking about
at
the
with that.
creator. We talking about the creator.
Yeah.
The creators.
And
That's
he's
The
not a
one that
being.
can't be
He's not a
named,
being.
the one from
Yeah, he don't have
okay.
a name because he's not us.
he's energy. You can only create with energy. He has to be energy, a ball of energy. Because if he's not a human form, if
He said
he's
He
just a
let us
told his
being.
make
only
man.
begotten son to be
He
human
said
form. That was
let
Jesus.
us make man in
Yeah,
our image.
that's the human form. But he's talking about the creator,
Hold
the
on.
God,
You think he was by himself? He said, let us create
energy.
man in our image.
That's why I'm saying, like, what are we? What are the specific definitions? Like, I've done a lot of
If you create
looking
something, hold on,
into
wait a minute.
many different avenues.
If you
So,
create something in your image, and there's a general look to what a man it looks like,
right, a father to a son.
What would you assume that the creator would look like?
Well, I would assume that he would have arms and legs and a head.
Already in extremities. Okay.
I would assume that. However, my assumption, even in the scriptures, it would say my understanding is, but
Okay.
it's
Well,
nothing in
let me ask you
comparison to
this. Let me
his.
ask you this: if there wasn't definite order, how come every normal, which is there would mean of a high percentage of people that are born normal, have the same amount of fingers and toes when they're born, the same amount of noses.
Because like begets like.
If it was just energy instead of some all-knowing something we can't even imagine.
I would say the spirit would be that energy that you would be talking about, at least in man, to my understanding, or the ruach, as the ancient books call it.
The soul. Because you can have bad spirits, right?
Only if you're drunk.
Ah, you right.
Yeah, bad spirits definitely exist.
You can
Bad
have
spirits,
you,
Yeah. Oh,
you can
bad
I'm
have
just
bad
spirits
messing around.
spirits.
definitely exist, as
You can
well
have bad spirits when you
as
sober.
well as good spirits. Absolutely.
Wait. I don't know about. I don't know. That's kind of a crazy topic right there.
I'm just saying. You can. I mean, spirits are
Some
good.
some
A
some
spirit
some
in a
say
Spirit.
some
Hold
say
on. Wait a
some
minute. If
some
we
would
go,
say when we look in some say when we look in the mirror we are the God and the devil. Some say.
I
I'm
would
just saying.
agree with
I'm
That's
that.
a
just saying.
fact.
because you wrestle
And
not
it's the
with flesh,
middle
you
way.
wrestle not with flesh
It's the
and
middle
blood, but
way.
you wrestle not with flesh and blood, but that's all you got to go on. Because and the creator knows that because he specifically said, look, there ain't no way you can love me if you don't love your brother who you see every day.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Boy, yes, sir.
He know that.
So with that being said, wouldn't it be like the connection between all of us and like the experience combined would
Exactly.
be the creative force?
Yo, bro, I kind of agree with what you said right there, sir. Yes, sir. That
You
that
know,
makes
and
a
so
that
we're
that
sitting
that
here.
that part right there makes a lot of sense.
But
Yes, sir.
didn't it say that there would be few and that would be the body of Christ?
Mm. Scriptures.
Okay, I'm gonna go way back. Cause see, you gotta understand when you're talking about Christ, he had been here from the beginning. And see the great entity, the deceiver, he knew that too. That's why all these gods had the same birthday. They was mimicking.
Well, I
And
think that's
he
also
knew,
why
wait
he
a minute,
he
brought
wait a
said
him
minute,
they, he
to.
said
wait a
they had the
minute.
same birthday.
This right here he knew before then.
Yeah.
Every time they sent a
Whoa.
savior, this
Hello.
great entity would try
Get
to
him,
kill the
Rice.
kids.
All right,
That's
Rice. All
how
right, Rice.
that's how Moses got up the river and was part of them. He was going after the new world. He heard a savior was coming.
Hey, am I wrong? Was it Moses?
That was called the
Or
great.
was it Moses or
That
was
was
it
called
Jesus?
the
One of
book
them,
of. That was called the.
one of them spent a lot of time in Egypt.
That was yeah.
Both,
I'll wait. I'll
That
wait.
was
No,
Moses.
you're not wrong,
both.
Ty.
Moses. He was raised by the Egyptians.
Yes.
Hello.
That's an interesting
That is in the
lineage.
Bible. I don't know the
And
scripture,
he's
but
not
that is in
Egyptian.
the Bible, sir.
He's not Egyptian.
That's a very interesting lineage if you look into that lineage.
That's why he ran away because didn't he kill an Egyptian for messing over somebody that was his people that looked like him?
And he was of the royal house,
Okay,
and it was illegal to do.
but when he came back,
Shit is getting a
when we
little
talk about
interesting
Moses, we
here.
gotta really we got. That's why I say.
It's getting a little interesting here.
And so, what they killing babies then? What was happening when Herod found out there was a great king coming? And who told him?
You know, interesting fact, Herod was related twice removed to the Flavian dynasty, and Josephus Flavius was one of the main sources for the validation according to the Canon of Trent in the 13th century, I want to say. But that is a very interesting lineage if you ever look into that.
What?
Kill every firstborn son.
Come
I'll wait.
on. Guess who was being born? Jesus Christ.
Well, by the time that edict came out, he would have been about 3.
No, he was being born. In the middle of Herod found out something told him, kill him, get rid of him.
Well,
This is that Egyptian stuff now we talking about.
the story says
The
that
first
they stayed in
time,
Israel for a while.
see this why the creator can't play with man, because man asks for something that he don't want. You remember the first time the Egyptians was sacrificing their kids and they was putting them in front of Baal and putting them on them things, and they was had to play the drum so loud they couldn't hear the kids, so they wouldn't hear the kids crying, burning in their stove. Remember that? And so God said, "Go kill them all, even kill all their animals." And then everybody said, "Oh, now God killing people. What do you want?"
Woo! Let's go.
Damn, Rice.
Let's go.
So you're saying that because there was one event that precursor to a second
All
event?
these events that y'all keep mentioning, these are Egyptian events that keep trying to prevent this from happening. And so even when the Savior was here, what did he say? The spirits, because we talking about spirits right now, the spirits jumped out of the man and the people and looked at him and said, "What are you doing here? It's not your time." And they jumped into some pigs, and what the pigs do? They ran and jumped off a cliff. They killed themselves.
I think that studying Josephus would be really interesting for you.
So we talking about bad spirits. You see, there is spirits. That's why I say your soul, because your spirits in your soul is too.
Well, you have two souls, don't you?
No.
I would say you have a left soul and a right soul. They're on your feet. It's what grounds you.
Oh man, here we go. Here we go.
It's what grounds you. You think about that.
No.
And like you were saying, we have we got the good side, we got a little bit of Jesus and a little bit of devil.
But let me ask you something. Where are your solar plexus?
You only got one soul.
Where are your solar plexus?
A second set of souls.
No.
I'm just going off of the word. I mean, if
we say there are things that's what
and solar plexus, there's two of them.
You only got one soul, partner. Don't get your soul mixed up with
we
choices.
Can't just stop halfway through a scripture and say, "See, that's what it." No, that ain't even what he's talking about. One soul.
I heard there's the soul.
Choices you make.
I heard there's the soul and there's the body. That's what I heard.
Yeah. You right, Ty.
You got to read about what King David was.
What about the spirit?
The songs. If you read about what King David was going through when he wrote the song, well then you'll know why the Psalms occurred like that. The way he was feeling, what he was going through. Those are Psalms. That the Psalms is Psalms is the only book in the Bible that don't got chapters. It got numbers.
What is the difference?
Psalms has chapters in King James.
What's the difference between a soul and a spirit?
Spirits don't inhabit you forever.
The soul is eternal, to my understanding.
I think you have.
I agree. I agree with the bro said. The soul is eternal, and the soul is before you're even born. So I definitely agree with what bro said right there.
Like Todd.
So
in the Bible it says, "I knew you before I was born."
Is your inner when your soul is what keep you going. The soul is your inner skeleton. It's not bones. It's not physical. Like why people be like when a person die? Why they be so heavy? Then when they was living. When a person died, they be heavy, right? Because their soul left their body. So you might weigh 150 pounds when you was living, but when you die, you damn near weigh 200 pounds. That's why them caskets and all that shit be so heavy, because your soul left.
I agree, Cliff. The soul.
You don't even have nothing to keep you up.
The soul
you
leaves
sleep,
the body,
you sleep,
Cliff.
you sleep.
What's the spirit? What's the spirit?
That's a fact, Cliff. The soul definitely leaves the body. That's a fact.
What's the spirit?
That's why you dead weight.
That's you dead weight.
The soul will keep you up.
All right.
You think about it. Think about it, Stamp. You can have a holiday spirit. Birthday spirit.
Spirits are like emotions.
Yeah, spirits for your team.
When I say
they come and go.
When I say spirit, I mean like astronomical plane.
That's
if you're talking about the spirit of the living creator, then you're talking about something that is inherently within you. It's the spark of life, and we are a splinter of that experience. and that's why we would be the children of the Creator.
Yep. That's what you
That
want.
that guy right there is making a little bit of sense to me. Yes.
That's what you are.
Every once in a while, I
Yeah.
get it
We're
right,
not
man.
saying.
Every once in a
Okay, wait
while.
a
Hey,
minute.
hey, hey,
We are
hey,
Nub,
Geminis.
hey,
I'm
bro.
glad you
We're
said that. You got
none of
you
us
in it
are 100% right. But
already.
you know, there's some things that we all can agree on.
Yeah.
Already.
That right there,
I'm
what
not
you
the
said,
smartest,
yes,
but I'm
sir,
not the
yes,
dumbest
sir.
either. But
Respect to you, bro.
Already.
Next
But
question. Next
Nubs,
question.
remember when I said, remember when David said in the Psalms, you can be gods, but you would die as gods too.
Ne- I got
We
an,
are
Yep.
I got another
children.
question. I got another question.
Again, say it again. We are what? The children. We're not the creator, we're the child.
We're the seed.
There, thank
So you only have a soul when you're living, and not when you pass on.
you. You gonna have
yeah,
the
yeah,
Now
soul is
that's a
because
good.
gonna have
Now that's a good question,
that's
Stance.
a that's
yeah,
a
Is
yeah,
that
yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
yeah? Are
I'm
we
gonna tell
only
you what
the spirit when we are living?
Yep.
I don't
That,
That's a
I
great
don't
question.
that's why I asked
I
A
earlier.
don't
great
know.
question.
That's why I asked
That's a
earlier.
great
What's
question.
the difference
It's the
between a
thing.
When
soul
you
and a
die, your
spirit?
soul leaves.
It's the
That's a
thing,
fact,
Sam.
Stamps. Sir.
No man can tell you that because we
And you
don't get to
better know
come back.
that. And you better understand
No,
that
so
when
that's
you
what I'm
die,
saying.
your
Like
soul leaves.
you only
I don't
have
know
a
where your
soul.
soul going. I don't know where my soul
So
going.
the
But when you
soul
die,
Nobody
that
your
know where
soul
they soul
leaves.
going. Nobody know where they soul
I
going.
think
But that's why I'm taking my bet on one creator,
Yeah.
one son, one set of rules. And he came to save and to serve. He didn't come to rule nothing last time. This time he come, it's going down. He ain't playing. And it specifically say that, and just all the prophecies in the Bible, things that happen, things that they mentioned that still are there today that you can't build on, and it ain't cut. It's been destroyed so bad, like I say, like a nuclear bomb hit it. And you got to think about how many years ago this stuff happened, and there's still remnants of that kind of behavior being punished.
I agree that there's castles all over the world that are fucking half melted. Like the rock and the brick don't have a distinction between the two because they've been amalgamated together, if not
Well,
one
not
created
only
from the
that,
other.
it's just been because any other place they'll go and they starting to set up, especially now they starting to set up shop. That's what they fighting down there in Argentina about, right? They starting to set up shop anywhere they go. Anybody. So
So I do
nobody,
have another question to entice you gentlemen into some good conversation. When you're flying, you guys have all been on airplanes?
yeah,
yes.
Okay, so the captain gets on and says, "We're leveling off at 35,000 feet
yep,
or whatever the footage, right?"
yep,
What does that word level mean?
Cruising altitude.
yep,
Level me straight.
no. It
Yeah,
means
Do
I'm gonna go with St. Cliff. Cruising
you're at a
altitude.
cruising altitude. Yeah.
Yes.
cruising
Yeah,
altitude.
you're
Yep.
Yeah,
gonna
you
go.
good.
You're
Okay,
gonna go
so
around. You're gonna go
Yes.
around,
if
and you're gonna
you
stay as long as you see the ball is right here, right, and you're gonna go around the ball, and you're gonna stay right
We're
on that
above the clouds.
35,000
We're
on
above
that
the
line at
clouds. We in
35,000
good. We in good. We in good.
till you get to where you're going.
Yeah.
That's
let
what
me
I'm
let me
doing.
finish my question.
All right.
So while you're on that plane, do you feel the nose of the plane lifted the whole time or just during takeoff?
You never feel the nose of the plane lifted all the time. You just feel it during takeoff because you're
Okay.
going
What
straight
about the
up.
bottom of
Yeah,
the plane
that's
when
what
it
he.
You
coming
That's what
stay
he
down?
asked.
when
That's what
you
he
Or
asked.
level
you on
off.
the tail
When
end?
you level off, the nose of the plane is always still higher. You're not flying a jet through there. You're flying a commercial flight. The nose is always going to point up because you're cruising.
The nose always points up.
Yeah,
That because that means that you're always sitting like in the back because the circumference measurements on Earth are 8 feet per or excuse me, 3.5 feet for every 8 miles or something like that.
and I get
Or
that.
excuse me, 8 inches per three
I
miles.
get that.
and you would literally have to be sit in the back of your fucking. That nose would have to be fucking so far out of. They call it leveling off for a reason. Sea level. Water finds its own level, right? If you spill, if you spill a,
say that. Have you ever been on a cruise ship? You ever been on a cruise ship?
There ain't no sea level. The water
You ever
running
been on a
off.
cruise ship?
have I ever been on a cruise? I've been on open ocean, not on a sea ship, or not on a charter fishing.
You ever see the horizon? You ever see the curvature in it?
Never seen the curvature in a horizon.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out why the water ain't falling off. The water should be falling.
Okay, take a ball and pour, or take an egg out of the fridge and pour water on it and tell me it holds to it. Or if you take a piece of paper and drop the same amount of water, it's going to hold in that one area, and it's going to create a.
I'm not equivalating to. I would have to equivalate all that. I would have to spin that egg.
That's kind of apples and oranges, bro.
The equivalent of the earth.
Spin the egg and the water flies off.
That didn't sound right.
Yeah, not if I can spin it fast enough.
Bad analogy.
Not if I can spin it fast enough.
How are you going to get it to speed at all? It would have had to start at a slow rate and increase in speed over time.
Something
that egg was shattered.
Would fly off. If you can spin something fast enough, it stays on whatever you're spinning.
Yeah, it'll probably break apart.
If you're speaking of the Venturi effect,
I rode a ride where they used to take the flow from up under you. Y'all remember that at the carnival? Ty, you remember them old rides they had at the carnival where you put your maybe it was at Edith's Gardens in Denver. You put your back, you stand on that wall, and that thing go to spin.
And then they drop out the floor. Yeah. Yeah, and it's because of the
centrifugal force.
Spinning, they fly off. I should have done flew off. My float.
What was behind you? What was behind you holding you in?
Wall, just like the earth would be behind.
Exactly. And if you're in a vacuum of space, there is no wall.
That's what you're agreeing with him.
There's no wall on the flat earth.
You're agreeing with him. You're agreeing with him.
There's no wall.
You said that.
Yeah, but
there has to be containment.
But the gravitational pull is different from the Earth and space and other planets.
Space is a vacuum without gravity.
No, I'm just saying the gravitational pull is different from planet to planet. Come on.
Am I not standing on solid ground right
I wasn't there, so I can't attest to that. But that Mars rover shit sure did look like Arizona. I'm just saying.
Everything looked like Arizona.
You asked what was behind me, and I said that wall. Now I'm asking you,
where's the edge? This is all I want to know. Where's the edge? I just want to find the edge.
Solid ground right now.
The flat earth. Somebody got to go to the edge.
Cliff, look
I would think that
I can't hear you, Rice.
If I'm not standing on solid earth right now, and Earth's spinning so fast that it's keeping me to this wall, the Earth, just like that wall.
The Earth is keeping you to the wall.
Didn't I say you?
If there wasn't a wall there, you would fly off.
Wait a minute. How come I didn't fall off the wall when I had my back?
Let's go one step back. Let's not go to the carnival. Let's go to the merry-go-round at the park. You remember spinning your homies, trying to make them fly off of that motherfucker? You go flying 10 feet. Yeah, you fall off if there ain't no wall.
Okay. Where's the wall on the flat earth?
Wait a minute.
You're right. Where's the wall on the flat earth?
Wait a minute, because I'm finna lay on
just
my bed.
Stop us from spinning off.
I should fall off because I'm on my
right,
back.
Cliff. Right.
Where's the wall on the flat earth that stop us from spinning off?
That's what I'm saying.
Where is the wall?
Yeah.
I would say that Admiral Byrd research that I referred you to would give you an indicator to what I understand it to be.
In Antarctica?
Don't mean that.
Look, you said you got all sorts of devices and shit. Look up Admiral Byrd real quick and just read about him for 2 seconds, and you'll understand it a lot easier.
From falling off.
Weren't you in the Navy? You was in the military, right, Cliff?
In the military? Hell no.
You wasn't. I
No,
thought you
none
was
of
in the
that.
military.
But down in Antarctica, that's the wall that stop us from.
No, it ain't. It ain't no wall. It's called Earth.
No, I'm asking him.
It's the sphere is turning so
To
fast.
my understanding, there is
It's not pushing
a
away.
barrier that is distinguishable. Yes, at the outer edge, and then you
where is
have an
that at?
inner, just like
And where is that at?
a magnet.
Where is it at?
I'm glad you said a magnet. Can we agree to
Yeah,
something?
that's how you
This world works.
Where is it? Where is the outer edge? Where is it?
Can we agree that
Antarctica.
Go to YouTube and research Admiral Byrd, who is that is a military man. You're asking somebody that doesn't have that experience. I'm relying on I think he's a 4-star colonel, or excuse me, 4-star admiral,
a 5-star colonel.
a 5-star, 4-star. I don't even know what the fuck he is, but I do know that he was a paid military. It was a huge fucking thing back in the day.
Yeah.
And if you take a little bit of time, and it's American history.
Yeah.
So, and I would say that he has given.
What is his name again?
Admiral Byrd.
He went to the edge. He sailed to the edge.
According to his account, yes.
Yes, the government paid him to do it.
Is that why you asked me I was in the military?
The government paid him to do it. Yes, he went there.
He went there.
The government told him to.
He and many other people. It was not just him. He brought almost the entire Pacific Fleet, if I remember correctly, to Antarctica.
The government told him to.
Earnhart do? What did Amelia Earhart do?
I don't know.
Shout out to Amelia Earhart. I think she
promoted feminism.
Yeah, she went around the planet. I think in the was it an air balloon, y'all? Was it an air balloon?
No, it was a plane.
Okay.
She was the first female pilot to circumnavigate the Earth.
What did the general?
So she went around in a circle.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
By what it is she went around in a circle. You can do both of these things on a ball or you can do both on both. So that's not a great
circumference. A circumference. You don't have a circumference with a circle. Where do you get a circumference from?
From a circle.
No, you don't have a circumference in a circle. You have radius and diameter.
The word circumference has the word circle in it.
No, Rice. He's right about that. Circumference means circle. Yes, absolutely.
Circumference. No, you have a radius and a diameter in a circle, and the circumference you got to go around something.
I'm going to back off that, but Rice, I disagree. I disagree with that one. Circumference means circle.
You got to go around something.
Circumference means circle. That's around. That's around a circle. Yes, that's around a circle.
That's going in a circle around something. It ain't going.
No, that's how you measure. That's how you measure a ball and a circle. No, that's how you measure a ball and a circle.
You can go in a circle. I can walk in a circle right now, and I ain't going no circumference. I ain't
the circumference of something is the circular. The understanding of the circular area that.
It's the outside perimeter,
which is a circle or a ball.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
It applies to both.
It applies to both.
That's a fact.
It's either a circle or a ball. And the difference between a circumference on a ball in the center versus somewhere higher up on the ball is drastic.
So where is Jupiter?
Bingo.
Where is Jupiter?
That's all I needed to hear.
I would say it's up in the sky.
Jupiter is in the sky of Saturn?
No, we can see
Jupiter is what?
Say Cliff, say it again. Say it again, Cliff.
Where is Jupiter at?
Oh, I'm not. You know what? I don't know my planets like that, but anybody that knows,
Jupiter is in the sky.
Jupiter is. If we keep going straight, can we find out? So Jupiter and Mars and all that is fake. If we keep going straight,
yeah, you can't go straight.
No, they're
where
obviously there's
no straight in space.
Something in the firmament. If you read the Bible says it was placed in the firmament.
The firmament, he divided it.
All right, in the sky. beyond, even beyond what you
There is
can
no
see.
no.
That's
No,
just a
there is no.
firmament.
If it's flat, ain't nothing up in the sky.
Huh?
Well, you know, if it's flat, why do we look up?
Well, how would you have pressure
No.
if you didn't have containment?
No. Jupiter
Like a tank.
is
Like a
in
tank.
our is in our what do you call
Solar
that?
system.
Our
It's in our,
solar system. Yes, solar system. Yes.
why look up if it's flat?
Yes.
Everybody should just walk straight if it's flat.
Well, I find it funny that Earth is the only flat
Fuck look it up.
planet.
Yeah.
Look it up. You just might if the Earth is flat, you might want to walk straight.
I find it funny that Earth is the only planet. The sun is a circle, the moon is a circle,
Everything is
and all of the other
is a
planets are a
sphere, but
circle. I
everything
find
is
it
sphere,
funny
but
that the Earth is flat.
even the
Absolutely
rocks
not.
have dimensions, and the earth
Absolutely
has
not.
none.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Even
not.
the stars have dimensions, and the earth has none. I'm like, wow.
Come on now.
Let's
Let's keep it a buck. The Earth is a sphere. Come on now. Now I'm not gonna say it's a perfect. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect ball. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect ball. I'm not gonna say none of the planets are a perfect ball. But goddamn, it's circular. Come on now.
Have you ever done if that's the case, if it's not a perfect ball spinning through space at a specific speed, have you ever done lathe work where the piece of wood circles in one direction?
No, but have you ever? I know
No,
you.
I'm not gonna say that I have. Sir.
No,
Has anybody
You're right.
in here ever been in the military?
I'll let you have that. Go ahead.
Has anybody in here ever
Okay,
been
so what I'm saying is when you have an uneven log on your lathe wobbles.
But
and it can throw the whole thing off if it's not even.
yeah, but
And
Okay.
if you have water,
So stop right there because I already know where you're going.
Hold on, Tom.
It's okay if it's an oval, but goddamn, it ain't flat, bro. It ain't flat. Come on.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you who said it might be. It might be, yeah, it might be a perfectly round shape with a bunch of mountains and hills and all kind of stuff on it. You know, creeks, oceans, you know, trenches and mountains that's greater than anything, and you know, it go from high to high to low. It might be a ball like that, but
yeah,
even the military, when we go to fight.
Well, what about the Laurentian Divide?
Hold on. When we go to fighting and they go to shooting them bombs, they do have to take into account the way the earth is gonna circle, is gonna move in order for them to hit their spot.
Trajectory.
The Coriolis effect.
Absolutely.
You're speaking of the Coriolis effect?
Is that what it's called?
Trajectory. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Well, trajectory has its base premises is
if I shoot this cannon on Monday and I wanted to hit something on Tuesday, I got to plan for it hitting there on Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Because it ain't gonna hit there on Tuesday when I just wanted to. Right, I'm gonna shoot right now and it's just gonna land there right now. No, I got to put decent plans.
That gotta be planned out. Yes, sir.
So your military done already proved what the earth looked like.
That's right.
Their maps are pretty interesting. I will say that the maps that
whether they map
I will give you that their maps
damn near undisputed. Damn near undisputed, sir. Yes, sir.
And they come from very old roots, if I am correct.
That wouldn't matter. The math ain't gonna change if I shoot this.
The math proves it. Right is right. The math proves
it.
The math can prove or disprove depending on the input.
No, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. You can change if you change the equation in any way, shape, or form, it changes the end result.
I disagree.
Let me ask you this here, Dubs. If the earth was flat, if the earth, because you got me thinking, and you know, it's like if the earth was flat, man, well, why would we need waterfalls? Why would they have waterfalls and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Because water looks to find its own level.
Oh my God! Stop it!
Like the water coming off your gutter.
That's cap.
You have gutters.
So it's not water level.
That's cap as fuck. That's cap as fuck right there.
How is it cap?
That's cap, bro.
It's like
the glass of water in my hand looks to seek its own level.
The sun, the moon, everything. revolve around the earth. So if the earth will be still. That means we won't have nothing. Man,
Do you
everything
see
would
how
just
the
be still. Would
glass?
you imagine living on a planet that was just still? Nothing moved. You know, if the earth stopped rotating,
Oh, we're
that's
done.
when you're going to
We're
find
done.
a catastrophe. That's
We're
when
done. Exactly, Cliff. Exactly, Cliff. If the Earth stopped,
So if that's the case,
if
back when the sun stood still for 3 days, you would have had catastrophe. I said that.
We're done.
Dog, the sun
If the
is
Earth
moving.
stopped rotating, we're done. We're done.
The
We're
sun
done.
stood still.
Everybody know
What
that.
is
Everybody
still,
know
bro?
that. Everybody know that.
And it did, according to the Bible.
Exactly.
So your argument is not with me. I'm just reiterating what the Bible is saying.
You're right.
The sun stood
I
still.
don't know. I don't know if the Bible is saying that the Earth stopped,
Yeah.
but
It says it stood still.
Always said the sun stood still.
Ooh,
Yes, meaning that it had to be in that main.
Wait. Rice said the Bible said that the sun stood still.
The sun stood still, meaning the sun is in motion.
So hold on now. Now we need first of all we need to get that verse and we need to check that out. Number one.
Yeah, pull that verse up.
Number two.
The sun is
That does not.
spinning.
That means that does not mean that the earth stopped, but the sun stopped.
I didn't say that means that. It means that the sun is in motion.
If the scripture is correct,
and we know the sun is in motion.
That is a big if. I will give you that because we're basing it on something that neither one of us were there to experience. So I will give you that if.
Respect to you, Nub.
We know the sun is in motion, right? We know the sun is in motion, right?
The sun is in motion according, but not according to the heliocentric model. The heliocentric model says that the sun is the center and we rotate around it.
But I'm going out of the Bible.
Yeah, we know that.
Out the Bible. The Bible ain't never said the sun didn't move.
Mm.
It just said.
That's interesting. That's very interesting right there. It's very interesting.
So if the sun is moving and we're moving at the same time, then as each one of them is moving,
then we can go around
like
it,
that.
Right? If it's moving and we moving, we can go around it and it can go around us, right? All in the same
So you have two directions of motion.
Exactly.
That's why you have.
And you can't have a ball spin in two directions at the same time.
In the west,
they go in the same direction.
Go look outside.
They're not going to be traveling in the same direction at the same time.
If the sun is spinning and the earth is going around it, how come they not traveling?
The earth rotates.
The earth rotates.
But then the sun also rotates according to the Bible because it stopped.
It would be sun on one side and dark on the other side forever.
Okay, so what I'm saying is we rotate the sun, right?
Yes.
According to you guys, we rotate around the sun.
Yeah, we do rotate around
okay. The sun. So then also according to you guys, the earth spins at about 1,000 miles per hour, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how fast. I don't know how fast.
Okay, so regardless of the speed, the earth spins.
Sure.
So you have the North Pole and the South Pole that are at an angle. They're on an axis angle. Yep. Yeah, it's what, 33 degrees? Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case and we're spinning at that direction and then the sun is also spinning, you have two axes of spinning that are contradictory to each other.
They spin the same way.
Yes, Nub. Yes, I know. I understand what you mean. Opposite directions. Yes.
Yeah, I think they spin in opposite directions.
No, I think they spin the same way.
I don't think so, Rice.
Okay. Now
they would wobble out of orbit.
Now that I'm not sure about, but I understand where Nub's going.
Especially with the Earth's wobble, because
don't all the planets go around the sun the same way?
Yeah.
Well. What he's saying,
not according to NASA.
What he's saying,
there's a wobble in
what
them.
He's saying is
exactly just like
let's say for instance, what he's saying is we revolve north I'm sorry, east to west.
East to west, yeah.
And the sun revolves west to east. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest.
No,
I don't know.
I think we revolve around the sun. That's the way it is.
No, we do.
But
We do. But what he's saying is do the earth revolve the same direction as the sun?
No.
Now that I don't know.
And there's a wobble as well.
That can't happen.
And
that can't happen.
We're on an axis.
If that's the case, it would be.
It's not a correct axis because there's a wobble.
If the sun and the earth went in the same direction, west to east,
then
one part of the earth would be sunny.
They worried about it.
Do you guys realize how fast 1,000 miles per hour is?
No.
Like that's incredibly fast. And granted, they're claiming it's because of the mass that we don't feel it. Blah blah blah. Okay, so sure.
Hey, yo, Nub. The only problem, Nub, is they're saying it can't be going the same way. No, they're saying it can't be going the same way. It don't even matter how fast it is. It don't matter.
Yeah.
There's two directions of motion, is what I'm saying.
You think that the creator thinks in miles
changing shit up now.
You think
no, that's how we calculate it. That's how we can produce evidence.
In the same direction. I don't even think the sun rotates at all anyway.
In the flourishing,
we revolve around the sun.
Miles per hour.
And the sun revolves around the universe, right?
Hold on.
So that's two directions.
Hold on. What Saint Cliff said needs to be dealt with. So let's understand this, right? Does the sun revolve?
No.
We know that. Hold on. We know that the earth revolves. But does the sun revolve? Let's talk about it.
It spins, and we see it because there are solar flares that come off the sun as it spins.
Okay. So that being said, that the sun, that the earth and the sun revolve differently.
They go in the same direction.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They revolve differently.
The spinning the same
now, hold on now. Now let's get on the same. Let's everybody get on the same page. Is what I'm saying. So does the sun and the earth revolve the same way, or do they counter? You understand?
The sun is the.
So let's get that into perspective first.
What I'm gonna say, Todd, the Earth revolution is gotta be faster than the sun.
On a clock. It's like the
Earth revolution's gotta be faster than the sun's.
The center of the clock.
For us to have 24 hours day and night.
The planets move around the sun, but the sun's spinning. The only way the planets can move around, only way the arms can move around, if the middle moving.
So the sun calendar year is not like the Earth calendar year. It can't be. The Earth calendar years are faster than the sun.
You feel where I'm coming from? It's like a clock. Look how a clock works. The center.
Okay.
So if that's
St. Cliff. So in essence, they counter revolve.
No, they go the same way.
They go the same way. Oh, okay.
They go the same way, Todd. Then the Earth.
Okay.
Way faster.
Okay, because I'm trying to understand. I
don't think
they move in the same direction.
Everything out there is moving the same direction. Everything.
Okay. Because that's huge. That's huge in this debate. It's huge.
Because
okay, what about the moon? You have another orbiting thing that stays stationary
because it's going around
that does not spin, but would be also in turn a huge weight on one specific side that consistently changes.
Right. So it's going around us. The moon
we only see one side of the moon ever.
The moon is in different realms.
Yes, the moon doesn't, but yet it phases from one side to the other. And if you take the time to do the experiment,
It's spinning, just like the sun
You don't
is
know that.
spinning.
That's been common
Everything is
knowledge that we
spinning.
only see one side.
Yeah, because
That's what
we.
they call it, the dark
No,
side of
You
the
don't
we
know
moon.
see
that.
China
Go
everything
went
live on
there.
the
every
moon.
day.
They might have 24,
China went there a few months
365 like
ago,
we
a few
do.
years ago, to the dark side of the moon.
Okay. Right. So let me
You don't know if the moon's spinning or not. How would you know
Yeah,
that?
we do. We
Because
know the moon's spinning.
Because
China,
We
you
see
would
it all
see
day
it
China
in
went there.
space.
at any point in
China
time.
already
Okay,
went to
okay,
the
You would
dark
see
side
the
of the moon.
change.
okay. So
It
Even when it's black.
you got
How
you
would we
guys
see
you
how would we see the change?
Because there's a dark side to the moon.
okay,
China
okay,
did.
okay.
China
Yeah.
been to the dark side.
So
That's a
watch
dark
this, right?
side.
So
How would
watch
we know?
so
China
watch
been there
this.
already.
We have
So
China
watch
a
already
this, right?
landed
black
there.
moon.
So
Don't you have a
if
half
the
moon?
We
if
closer
the
to the sun. We closer to the sun and the moon. How would we know
No,
a
we
dark
closer to
side?
the moon than the
if the
sun.
moon
The moon go around us.
if the moon does not revolve, we have to take into account how do we know about the dark side of the moon? How do we know about that?
Because
We
China
don't
went
know,
there
Ty.
already.
They said we
because
don't
we
know.
have a light side of the moon, so we assume there's a dark
Man,
side.
how would we know? We in the light.
That's so
We in
that's
the
that's
shadow. We in the
Because
shadow
nub
of
this
the
world
sun.
works in opposites
that's an assumption.
already.
That's an assumption.
We in
They're
the
basically
shadow of the sun.
Yes,
No,
So what we know what
they're
the
no,
moon
that
basically
ain't
doing?
saying
an
the moon is
assumption.
flat.
because the moon
World,
is
this
represented
world works in
because of the sunlight
how?
coming in, and it bounces off
Yeah, but
of
bro,
our atmosphere
How
but
supposedly,
many moons we
and it
have? How
gives a
many moons we have?
reflection.
We
one,
have one
we
moon, right?
got one moon. But Nubs, you
We
said
in the
something
shadow
very
of the
important.
sun, so we don't know what the moon
We
doing. We in the
assume that.
shadow of the sun.
Hold
Exactly, and
on,
So
that's
how do
what
we
you
know what
see.
the
You
moon
see the
doing?
light.
hold on, Cliff.
Unless you own
Nubs,
the
you
moon.
said something very important. You said
Damn.
we assume that it's got a dark side because it's a light side. Because so we can agree.
Well, this
Wait a
whole
minute. Wait a minute.
conversation's based off of
Yeah, but
assumptions
wait a minute.
and
Wait a
presumptions.
minute.
That is a
Wait a
fact, Nub.
minute.
That is a
This
fact. That is a
world,
fact.
this world,
Yeah.
this world, we know one thing. We can't assume this. This world works in opposites. There's no good without bad, right?
Facts.
There's no left without right. There's no up without down. There's no in without
Something like
out.
that.
So when you say
I
that
will
we see the
absolutely
light
agree.
side of the moon, and then we see the dark side of the moon, you are accurate. Because without one, you can't have the other.
But China already been there.
We don't see it though. It's not it never reveals itself to us. We only get one side of the moon as it goes through its different phases.
Why?
That's bullshit.
Basically,
Why? Why ain't bullshit?
Complain to the
So why
creator.
you think
Because
you
it's
have
dark,
full
right?
moons, half a
Hold on,
moon?
wait a minute. Because it's dark.
That's the
Right?
phases.
Yeah, exactly. So don't say
Because
we
it's
see
dark,
seeing
right?
one
that
side.
that
Hold
doesn't
on.
mean it
Wait
rotates.
a minute.
We only see one side
This
while it goes through its
I want
phases.
Basically,
everybody to
the
do
moon
right
doesn't
now.
rotate, is what
I
he's
want
saying.
everybody to do this right now.
The
Kill
moon does
all
not
your
have a
power
rotation.
and show the dark side and see if you can see anything.
You can't.
Hey yo,
We
somebody,
wouldn't be able to see the dark side without surveillance.
somebody, please Google. Does the moon revolve?
Yeah.
Rotate.
Yes. Rotate, revolve. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It revolves around Earth, but it doesn't have a rotation.
I got it.
Ooh,
It's locked in orbit, according to them.
Stamps. You see that shit? That shit weird as fuck. It revolves, but what the fuck?
That's
What
why
the
he's
fuck?
saying you only
That
see
shit
one
crazy.
side of the
That's
moon.
what I'm saying. It would throw off the whole system, and you wouldn't be able to be spinning like that. And it would have to. There would be. It's just implausible based off of
Wait a minute.
simple
Why the
experiment that
moon?
has
Then
been
we
done. And
gonna
you can
cut
do
out
this shit with a
that.
koosh ball in your fucking pool.
The moon does rotate, but very slowly. The moon
Yeah.
rotates.
Okay, so
at
the
same
moon,
rate as
the
the
moon,
Earth
it
No,
does
rotates,
it
actually
doesn't
does
rotate.
rotate.
It
which
changes
means
in
it keeps
phase.
its same size
Oh,
facing
we
the
got
Earth.
some sources. We got
This
some
is a
sources.
special case of
Okay,
since
See,
okay.
it
which
only
means it keeps
rotates.
the same
The
side
moon
facing
completes a
Earth.
full rotation in a little more than 27 days. So the moon do rotate. I told
No,
The
you.
it says
moon
it right
rotates.
there. It
Okay,
keeps its face to the
okay,
That's
Earth.
bullshit.
Look,
Go back
okay,
down. Go back down.
okay.
look.
Go back down.
That's its rotation around the ball
What did he say? What did he
proposed.
say? 27 days.
If you look at the diagram right there, see how it
No,
rotates
look at
around
How
the
you
the
think
ball,
it's
but
a
it
full
doesn't
moon?
rotate in the
Wait a
sense
minute.
of.
Got
look at
We're
the
this
not
shit
same
saying
fucked
that.
up.
sentence.
How you
Look
think
up
it's a
different
full
pictures of
moon
the
once a
moon.
Look
month?
at the
We're not
sentence
saying
he
the
just read.
dark
Look at the
side.
sentence he
Why
read.
you think it's a full moon once a month? You don't see
Didn't I
no
say
moon
it's a
full
dark side
full
to the
moon.
moon?
Week by week is a full moon once a
I
month.
said
There,
it was
right
a
Look
dark
there,
at
the
the
side.
sentence.
phases.
Look at the sentence he read though.
Yeah, we gotta put this shit into perspective. Yeah.
Look, don't change it. Look at the sentence. It says it. It keeps the same side facing Earth. It says it,
The
which
moon
means
does
it keeps the same
rotate.
side facing Earth.
Yep,
All right, keep going.
Yeah,
but
but
very
for
slowly.
how
The
long,
moon
Steps? For
rotates
how
at
long?
All of the
varying
It
rates
time.
says
as
it.
its
It
orbit
keeps.
So
approaches.
We've never seen the other side of the moon.
wait, Nubs,
No, you
If
can't.
it
It has a
revolves,
dark side. It ain't to
it
be
can't
seen.
show the same side all the time if it revolves.
Yes, it
It says
can.
it in
Why?
this. It says it
How
right
does that?
there.
If it's not
It says it
spinning
right there in the
and
No,
sentence.
no,
merely
no, 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 no,
revolving,
What
Nubs.
the
We
fuck?
Look, look what
already
it says.
established that it does.
what's the
What? It
difference
says
between
it.
spinning and revolving? When you spin in your chair, you go in one central
Oh,
It
come
says it right
location.
on,
there on
When
the
you
Nubs,
revolve,
screen.
you
Nubs,
go around in a
And you
circle,
right.
right?
You right. But
It
Stop,
Nubs,
says
look
it
what
on
it
the
says.
Nubs,
screen.
stop it,
Nubs.
stop
It
it.
says the moon
That's
completes.
what it is. Don't tell me to
It
stop
says
it.
it.
Stop
That's
it,
what it
now.
is.
Stop it, Nubs. Stop it.
It says.
Stop
No,
it.
It
it
says it
Come
on
on
the
says the
now.
moon
screen.
Come on now.
completes a full rotation in lunar
Read
orbit.
the
It says
information.
it.
It's right
It
above
says
you.
it, which means it keeps the same side facing Earth. It
Yep.
keeps
Okay, so
this.
we should never see a
It's
full moon
locked in
or
orbit.
crescent. We'll never see a
How
half
does
a
it
moon.
revolve
Hold on. Wait a
and we
minute.
don't see all the
Wait a
sides?
minute.
I'm
They didn't.
confused.
They didn't. They didn't put the.
Rice.
They didn't
Rice
tell the
searched it
truth.
up. Rice looked
This
this up.
is
I don't
a
know.
special case of tidal locking called synchronous rotation. The moon completes a full rotation in
Around
a
the
little more
Earth.
than 27 days.
Around the Earth.
That's wrong.
How many days?
Thank
How
you.
many days?
27.
27
Look up
days.
Dark Side of the Moon.
There it is
Y'all.
right there.
How many
They're not
days
gonna look it up.
does the moon revolve?
27.
It
Rotate.
don't rotate,
There
Ty.
we
27
Let
go.
days
these
go
guys
around.
let these
There
guys
we
tell you it
go.
don't
There we
rotate. No, it
go.
don't rotate, Ty. It
There
don't.
we
Oh
go.
You're
man.
confusing rotating and
No,
spinning.
come on, Nubs, stop it.
There's no come on.
Oh
Nubs,
man.
stop it.
There's
Stop it.
no come on. Spin your chair around.
Stop it.
Stand up and spin your chair around,
Nubs,
That's
stop
ro-
it.
and
I'm
then
Stop
bring it
rotating.
it.
around.
I'm rotating my chair if I do that.
They
Now,
don't
if I
know the
walk
difference.
around my chair,
They don't know the difference.
that's not rotating my chair.
I get what Doug's
It's
saying.
not spinning.
I get what Doug's saying.
If you walk in a circle, you're not
I get what
spinning. You're
Doug's
just
saying.
coming up on your
I
They
get
own.
don't
what
know the
Doug's
difference.
saying. I get what Doug's
That's
saying. I get
crazy.
it. I get it.
Rice. Let me understand something, right? Because I understand what Nubs is saying, right?
But
So
it's a
now,
dark side.
are we talking about east to west rotation, or are we talking about a north to south rotation?
But it's
Let's
got,
let's
I
get
don't
that.
know.
Let's
It's
get
a
Type
that.
dark
in,
side.
type into your Google real quick. Just type into your Google. Can you see the dark side of the moon ever?
Go ahead, Rice. It's
No.
right there in front of us. Go ahead.
Show
Exactly.
for free. No.
No, search it though. Search it. Search it.
Exactly.
No, you
It's
can't
right in
see
front
the
of
dark
you.
side of the moon.
Search it though.
So it doesn't spin.
Why not? It has a dark side.
That means that
What?
it rotates. It doesn't rotate.
It rotates around the Earth, according to the.
Hold on.
Yo, this
That
is
means it's
It may
crazy.
dark.
rotate north south. It
This
doesn't
is
rotate
fucking
east west.
crazy.
He's saying
Yeah.
it's just rotated around, Ty, showing your face. It don't show your backside.
This
It's
is
always
crazy.
But
rotated
it
with
got
your
a
Yes,
face.
backside.
it always
Come
shows its
on, man.
This
face.
is
It
Come on.
only show your
crazy.
face. It don't show your backside.
But
That's what he's
but it
saying.
got a
Yep.
backside though.
Crazy.
It got a backside. It don't show it, but it got one.
Yeah.
Yo,
Come on now.
Where is it?
You
this is
can't see
crazy.
it. It's
Show me
dark.
where that moon moves,
It's dark.
where it doesn't just go through phase and change the.
Like the Earth do.
It's like this.
The Earth show
No.
different sizes, right?
No.
You agree with
When I
that?
say
Don't
it's dark, what is hard?
It goes
Earth
like
spins, right?
this.
The Earth spins. You do agree with that, right?
No.
Oh, dang.
Oh my God. Cliff, you got him. You got him. We don't need to talk about nothing else. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
lost.
You got
I'm
him,
lost.
Cliff.
Prove to me that it spins.
God.
If that's the case,
Are you
how can you?
serious?
Day and night, weeks,
You got him,
It's
Cliff.
still right.
months, years. That's how we know it spins and goes around.
Months and years. You can do all that same thing on a flat plane.
Man, I can't with this guy, man. Peace out to
Oh
y'all.
man,
Jeez.
that's like
You can do all that same shit on a flat plane.
Oh, okay. All
How?
right. All right.
Haven't you ever seen
Yeah.
or heard the story of the
Hey man,
tortoise
peace
and the
out,
hare?
Rice and Tom, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I'm out.
Peace out, man.
Yeah.
Cliff, be good, bro.
All right,
I'm
man.
just saying, how would you
Yeah.
do that? How would you have weeks and how would you measure time on a straight line when a straight line just goes straight out?
Time travels in a straight
It's not
line.
think of it in concept of vortex. It's got to go in to go out. It's got to go out to go in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Damn.
you never go backwards. Time doesn't go backwards. So how do we keep up with it?
That's why we're trying to build a time machine to see if we can go backwards.
Well, if you could go backwards, I'm pretty sure you just go
That
backwards.
that's what CERN is for. What do you think CERN is trying to do?
I don't know what they're trying to do, but if you could go backwards, I'm sure if you can go back a day, you could
How
go
could
back.
CERN exist? How could CERN exist if the world, if that's the biggest hadron collider in the world, right? Huge, right? Covers miles, covers a couple different countries, right? They accommodate for the Coriolis effect over that vast of a space when they're dealing with micron size or small quarks and like they're doing some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it ain't going around in a perfectly flat circle
That's my point.
unless it's on a flat plane.
No, it can't be on a flat plane for that. Because
So
you
you're
ain't never
saying
seen a
that
micron. Have you ever seen a flat
the
micron?
terrain bubbles up in the center of CERN?
I don't
Like
know what happens in the center of CERN. I just know they're playing with some deadly stuff.
right. We know that, but I'm saying the function is to run that shit around that massive fucking tunnel system that goes under different countries and well over 8 miles. So it would have to accommodate for the curve, and you couldn't be able to, you would have a constant bow in your building.
You don't have to really accommodate for. I don't help build a road that's 8 miles. Just recently, you don't really have to accommodate for 8 miles.
How do telescopes work? Don't they run in straight line? Doesn't light run in straight lines?
No.
Doesn't a photon travel in a straight line?
No.
No. Photons curve?
Everything curves. You got to if you're on this earth because the earth is curved. If you're going a long distance.
That doesn't make sense on a dome.
If you go
like it doesn't make sense when you're on the dome side,
if you
which would basically a ball is 2 domes.
If you go a long distance in this earth, you're gonna have to accommodate for that curve. And like
so lasers accommodate for that curve.
Like
how do you curve light? How do you accommodate for light speed when it is measured in straight lines?
No, light speed is measured in a mathematical formula, and it's
of straight lines though.
Almost in light is almost as quick as thought because it said.
Look it up. Look that one up on Google. Does light travel in straight lines?
And wait a minute, it was solidified. It was solidified, and it moves the same way as when the Creator spoke. When He said, "Let there be light," bam, it just came on. Do your light switch.
I'm saying, like, how does light travel? It travels in straight lines.
As soon as you say it, it's there.
That's why when you're saying the world is a bunch of angles, what are angles but 2 straight lines coming to a point?
No, I didn't say that.
Or 3 points in a 3-dimensional. Or 4 in a 4-dimensional, 5, and so on and so forth. It's straight lines that come to a point.
Exactly. But I said a bunch of corners. Jagged.
And if you have a bunch of points, I understand what you're saying. I'm working on designing a water wheel.
Have you ever had a child draw the sun?
A child what?
Draw the sun.
Yeah, he draws a circle.
And then he put them what? Them jagged edges, and they go in a circle around it too.
The corona?
Like a flower?
Yeah, the radiant. All in straight lines.
There you go.
Yeah, so if light travels in straight lines, it would have to
What's up, Red?
to travel through. Light does not bend.
No,
Like,
light doesn't have to bend. Why would light bend?
but light would have to bend for lasers to work or telescopes to work.
No, it wouldn't.
If you can pull up a telescope and zoom in at 50 miles, how do radio waves work on a ball? Like that doesn't.
We're doing them right now.
We're going to okay, so your satellite dish goes up to a satellite up in the sky.
It goes somewhere.
It goes to a satellite tower that goes to other radio towers. That's why we have ground-based technology everywhere. That's why we have 5G towers.
Bingo.
If it really went to space, then it would go to space. But we have all terrestrial. And how does radio waves work? But in straight lines. Light travels, energy travels in straight.
No, but light doesn't have to bend. Why would light bend?
Light always travels in straight lines.
But why would light have to bend? What would be the point of light?
Because the Earth would be curved in your model.
No.
Light would have to, if you're measuring things with lasers across the ocean.
Light wouldn't have to bend. If I put a ball right here in front
The curvature of the Earth would require a bend. The Coriolis effect would require a bend.
No, it wouldn't. If I put a ball right here, you're gonna see a lot of that ball in front of this light.
Okay, so if you take a telescope and you have a really good telescope, doesn't it, when you're looking at the stars, aren't you looking at a straight line? And that light is coming towards you, right? You're not looking in a straight line to see that through a telescope that makes things straight.
It depends.
Like,
yeah, but that again, that's sight.
Sight is light.
No, sight is
It's
light.
the light photons that give us sight. That's what our eyes perceive, and then it flips the picture in our head.
It may be, but the thing about it, the picture is correct amongst a whole bunch of people. So there mean that there has to be some kind of.
And that's where the radiant comes in, because it's coming at you in a straight line.
Some kind of photographic, really good science project.
Just pull it up on Google real quick.
Hold on.
Ask Google, does light travel in straight lines?
Or
does light bend?
You see this ball? You see that light that's hitting this ball?
Right.
You see how it's hitting this ball? It's hitting the bottom.
It looks flat.
It's hitting the bottom of the top of this ball too. But it's a ball. I know it looks flat.
But that's straight on, though.
It's spinning. Look at it. It's spinning.
It looks flat to me.
You can see the colors. This is a ball.
It looks like it's white.
I know. It's a ball.
I can see it's a ball now because your hand is around it, but it appears flat right there. Exactly. I can see it. Now I can't see it has structure.
So now can we agree that just because it appears flat, it may not be? Because this is a ball.
Can we agree what?
Just because it appears flat, it may not be. You don't want to say it disappeared flat.
And just because it appears to be in a circle does not mean that it is a ball. The same argument can be made either way. I'm a Gemini, homie.
Look, behind me, I can still see because of the light. I can still see.
You're seeing a reflection of the light.
I can still.
You're seeing the radiant of the light.
But the light didn't bend and get behind the ball because you said yourself it looked flat.
Light also bounces and refracts. So it comes to an angle.
I'm gonna ask you again, but why would
and travels? Just straight up look at Google and ask Google if light travels in straight lines.
Why would
that way it's a moot point. If I'm wrong, I'll accept the wrong.
Why would light need to bend? Just like sight.
A beam. What is a beam in your house? A beam is a straight piece of wood.
Yeah, but how could you? Why would that need to bend in order for you to see something? If light bends, we probably all be looking at TV like this because it goes straight up and then it bends. And the TV in front of us. We probably all have TVs on the ground because we can sit like this and just look, and it'll just look down anyway. Why would light sight need to bend?
Turn on.
That would be
It's dark outside, right? Take a flashlight. It beams and it spreads. It dissipates. Light dissipates over long distances.
Exactly.
That's why good flashlights are hard to find.
Exactly.
But a laser, on the other hand, a laser you can go miles, and a telescope you can go miles.
But why would it need to
and
bend?
If it's what's that?
Why would it need to bend?
It would have to bend to keep the curvature.
No, it wouldn't.
If it's going more than 8 miles, you would start to lose the view as it went below the horizon.
Who told you that? Just because you can't see it.
I've done it with telescopes. I've done this like personally, firsthand.
You said that also about roads, and then I just said I just built a road that was almost 8 miles long, and we do.
And did you see the curvature? Or were you able to see past 8 miles and see a mountain range? Can you see a mountain range from where you're at? Did you freeze up? I think he froze up. I saw you caught that. I'm a Gemini comment because I can argue either way. No, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. I used to believe all the same shit you do. So like I'm not coming from a perspective of you're wrong and I'm right. I'm coming from a perspective of I've done different research than you have. And ultimately, whose research wins? Mine for my experience and yours for yours. And we can agree to disagree. Are you talking? I think you're muted. Yeah, you're muted. No, but we can definitely agree to disagree. And ultimately, if one of us is wrong, I hope that the other one comes to the light of enlightenment. I hope that we both can come to true knowledge and wisdom and understanding, whether it's your side or my side or somewhere in the middle, which is normally how it goes. So I'm okay with somewhere in the middle because that's the center path that the Tao talks about all the time. But have you ever heard of a channel called Curry Mayo? You're muted, dude. I can't hear you. Yeah. I can't hear you. You're out. You out. All right, man. It was nice talking to you. Peace.